Transition over to my Dindisquin.
Oh no, all my viewers heard you say that. Because I transferred before you. Ha, get wrecked.
How dare.
All my one viewer, that is Dale.
I'm there too.
I'm ready.
Transition over to my...
I'd open it, but I really don't care enough to right now, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, at least you're honest. I mean, how dare you? How dare you not watch the thing you're doing, you monster.
Alright, there we go. Move those onto there. So, last time on Dragon Ball Z, y'all were led to believe the king might be working with that aboleth you figured out about. Balthasar gave you a list of places to go checker it out. Maybe get some evidence or something. Because God knows you aren't just going to walk into his throne room and say, hey, you're a bitch!
I might.
Because that'll go greatly.
Let's not do that, Constantine. or is Muffin gonna do that? Just walk into his throne room.
Yeah.
So you guys took it was like a 3 or 4 day trip to the first mark.
Mm-hmm.
Met a rude druid that also wasn't very good about telling you where you're not allowed to go. Just said you're not allowed to go here.
At which Constantine shouted back, at which point Constantine shouted back, it's not our fault if we go there, because you didn't tell us.
Yep. Lost my train of thought.
The raccoon.
Right, you found a fat raccoon that ate like 3 days worth of rations in one night.
And
He's
it
my
is
pet
now
now.
Constantine's
He is
pet.
your pet. You named him Tubbs,
I did.
which is also the name of the fat pigeon in the Unexpectables, of which I reference on every fucking corner. So yeah, you did that. You met a lab experiment dragon that was starving to death. Met a not so dipshit druid that helped the dragon. You guys freed him from his cave. He fucked off. You left him a note saying, hey, we'll be around here-ish probably if you ever want to come say hi.
Mm-hmm.
And what is your guys' plan from there?
I would like to say there is one other event that happened that was of mild importance. We met Jesus.
Oh yes, the god of fun.
Oh yeah, you met what you guys believe to be the aspect of the god of lies.
He was nice.
Was
He
nice.
didn't tell on Lord Azatel.
He didn't tell on Lord Azatel that he, cut Constantine from the lines of fate.
This is not concerning information whatsoever.
No, it's fine.
And that everyone learned Constantine's backstory. It was great.
Woo!
Yeah. So, what is your guys' plan from here? You're kind of just standing outside the cave. You just got out. Druid kind of like gives you a short salute and slithers off because they're a Yonti abomination thing.
They wiggle away.
Wiggle
That's
away.
my favorite thing ever. They wiggle
And he
away.
slithered away, slithered away to the very next day. Bum, bum, dum, 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 dum.
So yeah, we are over here.
If I remember,
We're headed up towards
Tackle.
Ori's Vale
pick up
next,
more
right?
randoms.
Yeah, you guys were down here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going
We'd
to
learned-
Narrow Dark, I think, right?
Nope.
No.
We had learned that there was a
No, the
beast
mountains.
subdued in the Indus Mountains. So we want to go. Like we were contemplating whether or not we should check this area out, and given that there's apparently something that happened here, probably good to check out.
Yo.
And then you guys also learned that the far north lab was destroyed.
Which we're presuming is the one above Ori's Vale, but
Collet.
it could be Yogu Mountains or something.
And
Yeah,
there's
so you
an
guys
enemy
did
under
also-
Narrow Dark.
Yeah, enemy under Narrow Dark, and you guys heard something about a Draco Lich, but you weren't entirely sure what.
Notedly, it's an enemy of the cult under Narrow Dark, which means it should be a friend.
Or at least
Yeah.
a non-threatening entity to us.
Not necessarily, though. Just because we
AKA
should be able to
something that
ally does
could
not mean it's not
instantaneously
threatening.
dispel mind
I more meant like it might
Yeah.
not be our friend, but it might not be our enemy.
You guys also learned that Narrow Dark is the Florida of Tbilisi. It's where all the retired crazy
Yeah.
fucks go.
It's the Florabama. Well, let's be accurate here.
The Floribama. Elida. Something like that. So yeah.
All right. Let us I mean, I guess we arrived here and did all this in the same day, so we probably need to sleep.
What time of day is it?
It's about 3 in the afternoon. You guys didn't spend too long there, and you didn't spend all of your travel time getting there because it was like a half day's journey from your last long rest. So you could do a light bit of traveling and then rest and get like half a day's travel
We
in.
could probably get to like
or you could rest now.
probably get to like the edge of these woods or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I
Which
say
means,
we-
7 days.
I say we travel. While
Right,
we
you guys also
can.
saved time because the tiefling guy teleported you to where you were going.
Yeah.
That was very kind of him.
So I say we travel
Mhm.
as much as we can without exhausting ourselves, and then rest.
Also, probably good for us to sleep not at the cave where the cultists might come check out.
Yeah.
Are we heading to the city or to the mountains first?
Do we have much of a reason to head back to the city?
I thought you guys used up a lot of your rations feeding the dragon.
No.
I used some, but
Oh.
Kenneth had a lot, so Kenneth used his, and yeah.
'Cause
Okay.
I
think
still
I have-
have 13 rations left. So that's what, 26 days?
Yeah, that's if you also eat half a ration every day,
Yeah.
which you don't need to do.
Exactly.
Constantine figures he'll just ration his rations until we get to Narrow Dark, which is a city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, because he's been hunting and getting food, so if he keeps doing that, it'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Okay.
Or I'll steal some from Emilio if drastic measures are required, because I think she still has like 10. Or so. What do you say, 12?
I mean,
I said 13.
13? Yeah.
there's always Tubbs. He does look plump and delicious
Emergency
sometimes.
food.
Nah, we'll eat Amelio first.
Hey!
Probably.
Come on now!
Tubbs is too precious.
I like you're saying we, like, Juggernaut will join in just for this. Just for
Juggernaut will do
Just
the
for the
cutting.
pure satisfaction of eating Emilio.
Does it say that Warforged can't eat, or that they chew, or that they
They do not require it. They are
They
able
don't
to.
need-
they are
They are, in
able
fact,
to?
able to.
Yep.
Why they have mouths?
I thought the mouths were for eating ass.
Well, I mean, that's still.
And they still technically eat.
Anyways.
But yeah, no, they specifically can eat and drink in order to better incorporate into society, and they were
Yeah.
designed that way on purpose.
I had a Warforged who would eat food, and by eat food, I mean he would shove it in his mouth and just store it in like a compartment in his chest. But then, because he didn't want to waste food, because he was a cleric and he was like mindful of rations, because that was part of his job, he would just then take out the stale loaf of bread and eat it over and over and over, because he didn't chew it. He just shoved it in his mouth. So anytime people stopped for a meal, he would open up his chest compartment, take out a moldy loaf of bread, and just shove it in his mouth.
And what's best part is
Pretty
he was a cleric, so he could purify it if he needed to.
He didn't need to. It's a waste of
Well,
resources.
yeah, but if you had to feed it to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
Any Doctor Who.
which yeah,
No, I don't like some of them.
This is understandable. Have a nice day.
that is fair.
Anyway. So yeah. You guys travel, you make it to the edge of the woods. You encounter some weird ass wildlife that you didn't get to encounter on your way in. Not like weird as in, oh man, there's a new species, but like, hey, these things seem to be really comfortable around people.
Domestication.
More druids. Amelio, don't kill them.
Hey, I didn't kill the first one. I just injured him slightly.
You
You
would have.
tried.
You would have killed it if it was a deer.
Did enough damage to knock the druid out of its wild shape.
So yeah,
That's their fault for
make it
wild
to the
shaping into a
edge
deer.
and
To the edge.
race to the edge. Dragons, DreamWorks. Sorry, I watched How to Train Your Dragon the other day. Trying
Such,
to like resist myself from going into the Scottish Viking accent.
such a good movie franchise.
Anyways, uh, so yeah, I assume you guys do your usual watch.
Well, before then, I'd like to do a survival to find some food so I don't need to eat a ration.
Okay, so you have two choices here. You can pretty easily actually kill some of the animals that have been like coming really close to you. Like at one point in time, a squirrel like just jumps on your head and jumps off. So you can go with animals for it, in which case you don't even need to roll. You can just kill one of them pretty easily. Or you can roll survival to try to find like berries and nuts and fruits.
I'm gonna roll survival because I don't want to murder a nice animal and just scare my pet.
Okay. Okay.
And
Go
or
ahead
piss
and roll
off
a survival
druids.
then. Go ahead and roll a survival.
Bad.
7. You're like, oh man, you find this really nice berry bush, right?
Mhm.
And they look like the ripest strawberries you have ever seen. And then Tub crawls out from behind you and just eats them all.
That.
Dooms
Well, I don't have to
entire
feed him
bush in
now.
one gulp.
Good. Good. He found his food. He doesn't need to eat. I don't need to feed him now.
There you
It
go.
sounds like it all worked out.
All right, you guys watch as Constantine comes back, and Tubbs just looks like he just ate an animal. There's so much red all over his face and little greedy raccoon paws. So, you assume Constantine just killed a bear and is refusing to share.
Yes, of course. That's why there's no blood on me.
You threw Tubbs at the bear, and Tubbs just went to town.
Tubbs chewed through the bear, obviously.
Yeah, don't you know? Tubbs' hidden ability, ultimate consumption. He's able to eat anything like it's an item.
No, Tubbs got swallowed by
Tubbs,
the
the
bear.
all-consumer.
No, Tubbs got swallowed by the bear and chewed its way out.
Not impossible.
Anyways.
He can eat anything in the
They call
span
that
of 5
vor and
seconds.
gore? Anyways, so yeah, you guys set up a nice little camp. Who's doing watch first?
I would like to point out I'm gonna have the drone do a overwatch during everyone's watch.
I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, it's usually you, then me, and then Dale.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Right, 7. Emilio, you're just kind of like sitting there at the campfire, kind of lightly looking around, and you hear a voice in your head.
Oh no.
And I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Ah, fuck. Well, that's a good wisdom saving throw at least.
It's the voice of your mother.
Sorry, what?
Is the voice of your mother.
What does she say?
You can't quite make it out.
Well, that's not good.
But given the tone, it sounds worried almost.
As Constantine gets up for his watch, I'm gonna say to him, "Hey, Constantine,
Yeah.
I'm hearing another voice in my head."
Not again. Just rubbing his face.
Do I know? I know this voice to be my mother's voice, right? I'm not confused about who it is.
It's been a while since you've heard her voice, considering the last time you saw her you were like 5.
Yeah.
So it sounds a little off, but it's definitely her.
Okay. So I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's my mother's voice.
Damn it! I can't quip to Juggernaut. Actually wait, no. He's partially aware. I can quip to
Yeah, you
Juggernaut.
can.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
just
partially
sitting
aware,
there,
I'm fully aware. I just can't move.
unmoving. Yeah.
Good,
Or
good
I can
lord,
move. It'll
she's
just prevent me from getting the rest.
just looking at motionless Juggernaut. Good lord, she's finally snapped.
She hadn't already.
The voice, it sounds very worried. I can't quite make out what she's saying, though.
Well, if my child was hearing their mother's voice in their head, I would also be worried. So this makes sense. You should probably go to bed.
Oh, come on. Hearing voices in your head isn't that unusual, right?
It's different when it's a godly being speaking to your mind. It's a bit different when it's the mother.
Yeah, because to my knowledge, my mom's not a god. That would explain my celestial heritage, though.
I guess that's a fair point.
But anyway,
We should look into your birth records.
yes, we should. I definitely think that's a good idea. I'm gonna go sleep now and probably have dreams. Good night.
All right, good night.
And I'm gonna curl up.
All right, you curl up in the fetal position, and you cry yourself to sleep.
Pretty much,
Yay.
yeah.
Truly fatherless behavior. Uh, and you sleep. Constantine. Perception.
I sight bad.
We all sight bad. Don't worry.
Don't forget the drone. Well, not the drone. The
The
drone
drone
is very
doesn't.
good.
All the PCs are sighting bad so far.
This is why drone good.
So Constantine, you're like starting to keep watch, and then Azatel just kind of interrupts it. So what do you make of your current situation?
Well, I'm in the woods, which is nice. I'm hunting a cult, which is not nice. There's a conspiracy that means the king might be involved. Also shit. I liked the king, he was polite, don't want to fight him. Fingers crossed I am right and it would be stupid for him to be involved.
Yeah, it just doesn't make much sense. Especially if there's a Draco Lich involved. Draco Lich and dragons don't really get along very well.
I mean, Draco Liches are dragons, and dragons tend to not get along with dragons generally, right?
Right, but Draco Liches also usually inhabit the body of dead dragons. When you see a Draco Lich, it's likely not their first body. They tend to slaughter dragons and keep them near where they resurrect. Because they need to take over the dragon's body.
Well, that's very rude.
Yep.
What if the king is just a very convincing suit on a Draco Lich?
Suppose it is possible, but I have known him for many, many years.
Wait, like
And
on a personal
I-
level?
We used to make deals back in the day, yeah.
Oh, that's why he recognized your name. Interesting.
Yes. It just doesn't feel right. He definitely wasn't a Draco Lich when I knew him, and definitely didn't seem like his aspiration for such. Though I suppose it has been a while. He could have changed his mind.
Things to be aware of for later. Any evidence that I don't have to fight the king is definitely reassuring, though. I definitely prefer that.
Hmm.
So how long until, like, Amelia dies, you think? She seems very rash.
Yeah, it's hard saying. She goes down a lot.
I mean, at least she'll have a good guide to the afterlife if she dies. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Providing she doesn't die in a way that I can't get to her.
True, true. Takes like a look. Finally realizes he has not been paying attention. Takes a quick look. Goes back to conversation in his head.
Emilio's just dead, guts all over the floor.
The dark urge struck. Wait a second.
Dark urge scene happened.
Juggernaut had a PTSD episode.
Stop
Well,
taking,
good.
stop
As
taking
we
bets
just
on when I'm gonna
discussed.
die, though.
There's no bets. It's just guesses. It's only betting if we put money on it.
You could put soul coins on it.
I literally can't. I have none.
I will say, I'm interested to see what this cult has in store. Aboleths are pretty tricky, but usually don't spread out very far. So the fact that they were doing things across an entire country is rather interesting.
Did you hear the bit where they said well, I guess it wasn't heard, it was written, but an Arcanoloth is part of it? In a leading position?
Yeah, that's the more worrying part.
Indeed.
What kind of a deal could an Aboleth make with an Arcanoloth? Sure, they have ancient knowledge, but usually most of it gets lost, jumbled in a mess. Which means either the Aboleth has been lying to the Arcanoloth about what it knows, or it knows some really deep secrets.
I mean, I wonder... I mean, if the Arcanoloth cares about knowledge, why not just go to that library place that we went to?
Arcanoloths aren't necessarily allowed there.
Oh. Is it because they take too much knowledge for themselves?
Something like that.
Would it maybe be good to revisit there as a potential ally against an Arcanoloth, or is it more just that it's not allowed, not distinctly an enemy of that person?
It's not distinctly an enemy. They don't like each other, but they definitely aren't going to be in a race to kill each other.
Understood.
More so, they just stay out of each other's way.
If we're being chased, we'll flee there since they cannot come along. We have an escape route.
Probably work.
We have an escape route at least. If we can make it there without being killed in the meantime. That's gonna be the hard part.
Muffin, right off one ration.
Tubbs eat my ration while I was distracted.
Tubbs ate a ration while you were distracted.
I already fed him.
Yeah, but it's
No.
Tubbs. He will attempt to eat a ration every hour if you don't stop him.
Put him in the
Tubbs has
office.
the big belly bulge again and feels nice.
Yeah, just put him in the office.
Other than that, nothing else happens on your watch.
Great. I'll get my armor off, get ready to wake up Juggernaut, but before I do, I'm gonna go over to Ameliel's pack and take a ration.
Hey!
Okay. You take one of Emilio's rations.
I'll mark down.
Oh, it's terrible, Ameliel. He ate your ration, will be my story in the morning.
Alright. You wake up Juggernaut.
Yes, I will clang the metal pot to wake him up. Officially.
Ding ding!
Juggernaut will get up and proceed to patrol the campsite.
Or does he have like a pull cord,
Okay.
like a lawnmower? You just rip the cord and then he suddenly starts up.
Just a fucking pole cord. Just...
Wow. Player
That or
side
it's
is
like one of
rolling
the fucking
shit.
twist keys.
Yeah, player sight is bad
Yeah,
tonight.
Juggernaut. As you kind of look around.
Oh my lord.
Drone sight is
You
good
just
though.
You just get visions of the war. You remember all that you've done. But nothing much exciting happens. You guys finish your long rest. You arouse in a prison cell.
Yeah,
Not actually. Not
I see.
actually.
We're starting a freaking excuse me, Elder Scrolls game.
There we go. Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
You
My build is
wake
still
up.
on. My build is still online, even without all my items and gear. So
Mine actually would be. I would literally just need to
Familial,
pick up
you
a
don't
stick.
have hands or feet anymore.
I'll headbutt things.
I'm pretty sure they can't take me or
I'll bite their ankles off.
armor.
Anyways.
Oh,
They
yeah,
can
I
just
can't be
dismantle
disarmored in this
you.
armor.
hmm Anyways, you guys wake up. You pack up the campsite.
That is the noise you make. Yes.
It's the noise I make when I wake up early to do prep, and then we start an hour late anyways, so I didn't have to wake up early, turns out.
Skill issue. To the very next day. Bum, ba, da, da, da.
I'm still confused as to why.
So yeah,
I
it's
heard
about
my
an
mother's
8-day
voice.
trip.
Let's go 8 days.
Oh, don't worry. The next night you hear your dad's voice.
Very likely, maybe. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And then the voice of a sibling you never knew you had.
But first, I need to open up my DM screen Google Docs.
DM
Oh,
docs,
no.
as it were. It's fine. We'll roll another 1,000.
Meet another aspect.
I'll not tell this one what I told the other one, unless it's the same aspect.
Well, first, I have to roll for weather, thank you.
Mm.
We're gonna meet an aspect of Rise next.
Where's my D10?
Act of the God of War.
7. It's a sunny day outside today.
Yay.
Woo! I mean, Constantine can change that real quick with his fog.
I mean, it doesn't change the weather, it just means there's a fog bank.
And then
Oh, God.
roll the
I
day
don't want the sun.
encounter.
Turn the light out. Oh, turn
If
the
we ever make
lights
it-
out.
If we ever make a vampire friend, I can protect them for 10 minutes during the day.
Or if we ever meet another drow.
Calm day of travel. It is a calm day of travel. Nothing interrupts you.
Just put them in the office.
They can only breathe for 10 minutes in the office.
A vampire, however, doesn't need to breathe.
This is true. A vampire could be shoved in the office.
Just
Let's
our
go, vampire.
We're gonna get a secretary vampire.
As you guys walk, Strahd walks up to you in the middle of the fucking day.
You're mine now. Puts him in the hole. I feel like he'd respect the hustle.
Yeah. Joey then starts another campaign that's an altered version of Curse of Strahd, but it's Rescue Strahd.
All of Barovia is just confused where the fuck he went.
Blessing of Strahd.
Just on a hunt to find where Strahd went.
So yeah. Peaceful day of travel. Nothing happens.
Yay.
Guys set up another camp. And then I assume it's going to be the same watch.
Survival
Yeah,
to
same
save
order.
rations. Because I have spare hours.
Yeah.
The usual.
Yeah, you
camp
guys do get
activity.
8 hours of downtime every day of travel, just so you're aware.
I don't know what I do with downtime is the issue.
Tinkering.
Yeah.
And tuning. Making sure I can punch people and annoy them.
So yeah, with that survival, again, you find like a little something that Tubbs just eats immediately. Just,
Yeah.
he's like Pac-Man.
I don't
You
find
him
enough for
in
me,
boxes.
so he eats it all.
I sight
Yeah.
better today with an 11.
There you go, an 11. You would spot a commoner sneaking on average with that.
Yep, that's true. On average, you would see a commoner sneaking. I finally rolled a positive number. Let's go. I am on guard for Tubbs tonight, apparently.
Yeah, you like start looking around. You hear a twig snap by a bush. You like look over to it, and as you do that, you just reach behind you and pick Tubbs up and move him away from the food bag.
Just slowly nudge him toward Ameliel's bag.
But yeah, that's it. A rather calm night. Another day of travel. Let's go ahead and roll up that weather. D10. Oh, that's a 10.
Oh no.
That means I get
Volcano erupts
to
10 feet
roll.
from us.
It means I get to roll on the storm weather.
Yay!
There's gonna be a
Ooh,
flood,
who's
so you
actually
can use your
affected in the party
boat.
by this?
It's such a heavy typhoon. We just make a river go down the boat.
A
My
boat.
boat.
There's my D8. Sorry, I'm like running out of D8s. I keep dropping them and not picking them up.
Mm.
A 6. Ooh! You guys are walking along, and suddenly, the ground seems rather angry as an earthquake begins to happen.
Oh no, you jinxed it, Dale. A volcano is gonna
no.
erupt beneath us.
No, I just rolled earthquake. If I rolled one higher, it would have been an eruption.
How severe of an earthquake is it?
That is what I am rolling
Yeah,
for.
that's the question.
Not bad, magnitude 4.
I mean, that's also not good.
Yeah, but like, it shakes around. You guys are in like kind of in the open, so like, you just kind of lay down and let yourselves flop a bit.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about things
You're not
falling on
really,
us.
yeah. You don't really have to worry too much about things falling on you. Since
Magikarp,
kind of
you
out in the
splash.
open. So yeah, not too terrible, but definitely gives you a bit of a surprise.
Are earthquakes common knowledge in this world?
Yeah, they're common knowledge. They aren't like common occurrences, but they're common
Yeah.
knowledge. People know of them.
People aren't like, oh god, God is angry.
Oh, great! God of the material realm's angry. All right, everyone, gather your firstborn. We gotta sacrifice.
What if I don't have a firstborn?
Make
And
one.
we
You
sacrifice
are the first born.
What if I'm
That
not
was
the
my answer,
firstborn,
brother.
though?
So, yeah. Other than that, relatively peaceful day of travel. You guys set up another camp.
Campe.
Rations is what, like every-
survival.
Perception.
Rations is like a number of days equal to your constitution or something, right?
You can wait a day's number equal to your constitution, then if you eat half a ration, you'll technically have reset the counter.
So I have a 0 to my modifier, so...
I think that means you can technically go. I think it's one. I think it's a minimum of one.
It's a minimum of
So you can
one.
technically
Yeah,
go.
it's 1 plus your con modifier,
Okay.
minimum of 1
Okay.
day.
No ration consumption for
So
me
yeah,
today.
you would need to eat today.
No, I already marked one off for yesterday.
Did you not eat one? Okay, alright, you already marked one off for yesterday. Cool.
Sorry, do you want me to tell you when I mark one off?
Not necessarily,
Okay.
but you were mentioning it today and you didn't yesterday, so I was just making sure. But anyways,
Yeah.
That 8 was your survival for this one, right? Yeah.
Stop planting
Just
food for
same
Tubbs.
thing. Just you find something and Tubbs just eats it. Just
Look, if I keep finding stuff for Tubbs, that's okay. At least Tubbs is being fed.
Perception on you guys' watch is higher than on my own.
Hey, at least I'm making sure Tubbs isn't eating any more of my rations.
3. Need to roll on my night encounter list. Okay. The order of your guys' watch is usually Emilio, Constantine, Juggernaut, right?
Yo.
Alright.
To remind you that I have a 12 passive perception on.
Well, if you
I can see and
roll a
hear normal.
perception, you don't get your pass.
Yeah.
He's saying for when he's not on watch, technically speaking.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So he
yeah.
technically does better
So
not
I'm
on
there
watch.
watching.
Okay, actually, none of you see this.
Really?
Yeah.
But I rolled so okay.
I think. Hold on, I need to double check the stats of this thing.
I would not be surprised if something beats my 14 perception. It's not that good.
I'm scared that
I
there's a
just gotta
thing.
make sure because it's not exactly a. It's not exactly a stealthy creature.
Mm.
I'm
To be
just scared.
completely
Yeah,
honest.
I'm
Oh no,
just...
it's got a +3. Okay. Yeah, no, you see it.
Whose watch does it
That is
happen
a
on?
16 stealth. Technically, based on the D4 I rolled, it starts on the first watch, but since it doesn't get detected, it happens throughout the entire
Yeah.
night.
Yay.
And now I need
Emilio, 7 of your rations are gone.
Muffin. Call heads or tails.
I believe it will be tails.
Heads.
No.
That means it's you.
No. My boat.
So, that is... How many is it worth? It's 1d4 for every hour that passes.
Oh no.
And you guys wouldn't notice it until you wake up in 6 hours, so...
That's how much makeup is being put on us, right? It's a slumber party joke. They're writing dicks on our
Absolutely.
faces.
Now we got vampire for the office.
So, at the start of the day, Constantine,
Mhm.
you lose 20 HP.
Jesus.
Oof.
Yep. It kind of rolled almost
Yeah, that's
max
a lot.
damage.
What happens? Like,
It's
what's
a
the
lot.
scene as we
As
wake
you guys,
up?
well, if you don't fucking
Sorry.
interrupt me, you guys kind of wake up. You start packing up the camp, and I think Emilio has the highest passive perception, so I'll say you
14.
notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emilio, you notice a sturge on Constantine's back, and it looks like it's been there all fucking night.
I'm gonna reach out and just rip it off.
I would like to note
Ow.
drone has a passive of 16.
Sturge beat it. Sturge got a 17 stealth.
Yeah.
But the Sturge was actively watching all night, which means I used...
The drone,
Or, I mean, not
yeah.
the drone was actively watching all night, so I used the 12 it rolled.
Yep. That is the downside of rolling instead of taking
How would I
passive.
have the drone have watched?
You can just have the drone take passive during its watches,
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can just have it take passive during its watch.
which is probably better.
Guaranteed 16, not bad.
Like, it still would have failed here, but like it's not a bad idea to just leave the guaranteed 16 as a guaranteed
Yeah.
16.
But yeah, I'm gonna reach out and just
Yeah.
pluck this thing off of his back.
Do you take damage when these things get ripped off?
I don't remember. I think they just can't be. I think they have to be
The
killed.
Sturge can detach itself by spending 5 feet of movement. It does so after it drains 10 hit points from... Or the target dies.
Sorry, Constantine, you gotta die for us to
A
get rid
creature,
of it.
including the target, can use its action to detach the
Okay.
Sturge. So yeah, no, you just... You
Okay.
rip it off. It has 2 hit points. I'm not gonna make you, like, roll initiative
Can
or
I just
anything.
can
You
I just
fucking kill it.
squeeze and kill it?
Yeah, blood explodes everywhere.
Ugh.
Because that thing sucked 20 HP. Keep in mind, that's 5 commoners worth of blood suck right there.
Hey, that is a lot of people's blood. I have a lot of
Yeah, a
blood
lot of
for a
blood.
small bunny.
I'm such a man.
Yeah, I
Constantine,
took
are
it
you,
out of your penis.
Constantine, are you okay?
Well, you just covered me in blood, which I think is mine, so less so.
I think it's
That's
yours.
why I wasn't. That's why I was having a hard time waking up. Oh,
Do you
that
want to?
explains it. How much blood do I have?
Do you want to find out?
I think we kind of just did.
I mean, I can keep beating you until you bleed to death.
Juggernaut, do we need to kill Ameliel?
You to say.
It's
Anyway.
a joke.
About to say.
I'm gonna
Coming
cast
from Ameliel, you should probably decline.
I'm gonna start casting prestidigitation to clean up all the blood.
Yeah, you clean up yourself.
In fact, yeah, I'm gonna leave all the blood on Ameliel. I'm gonna clean everything except the blood on her.
Oh, come
Alright,
on.
Emilio, you got a bunch of blood on you.
You just threatened to beat me up. I'm not cleaning you.
Jokingly, but yeah, fair.
Clean yourself, fool, while we're not by a river.
I'm gonna close my window now.
Valid.
I thought you were gonna
Anyway,
say
I'm
to
gonna
close-
use
I thought you
a
were gonna
hex
say-
point.
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna close windows.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the warlock slot and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Alright, go ahead and roll it.
Maybe we take an hour to eat breakfast or something.
Seven.
Very
Heal back
average
2
healing.
commoners worth of blood.
The 31.
Yeah, no, I accidentally left Baldur's Gate 3 open when I went to bed.
So, your
So
room
my
is
room
burning.
turned into an oven. So when I woke up, I opened the window.
Mm,
But yeah, so. Fun way to start the day.
I disagree.
Yeah. Now let's get a horrifying day encounter.
Hang on, we have 8 hours of spare time a day, right?
Yep.
Would
You
anybody?
guys can
Can I
can
take a
hold
short
off
rest?
and yeah, you guys could like hold off and like set out a little later than usual.
Yeah.
I would recommend that because I'll get my slot back and I'll use a hit die and be mostly full.
I say we take a short rest here.
All right, you guys take a little longer to pack up
I
camp.
want to check something.
Let's take a long rest, guys.
You completely cut out there, Dale. You want to try again?
Okay, it's long rests.
You have something to do on long rests. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
While you guys take your extra time to roll your hit dice and all that, I'm gonna roll weather. 4. It's a rainy day.
Alright, I am back to full, but I have no D8 hit dice left.
No.
Oh, no.
Just so I have extra HP, after every long rest, I'm gonna use my defensive field to gain temporary hit points equal to my level.
They only last an hour if they don't specify a time.
Really?
Yeah, that's how temporary hit points work, is they last an hour if no time is specified.
Oh.
I didn't even know that.
Yep. It's so you can't use abilities like that super early and just have them, because there are some spells that like can give you a lot of temp HP, and if they just gave you like 20 temp HP at the beginning of the day, it'd be a really strong way to start the fight by casting it out of the
It
fight.
does
Mantle of
specify I lose
inspiration.
if I armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then never mind.
Yeah, it's literally there for the
That's
sake of
something Make it more obvious.
it's in the like actual rules of the it's under the rules of temporary hit points when it explains what they are.
Yeah.
So it is fairly obvious. It's so they don't have to write for every effect that gives temporary HP lasts for an hour, because it just saves room. Because there probably would have been like 5 more pages in the PHP if they had to write that every time it showed up.
Probably.
But yeah. I rest good. I get my blood back. Somehow.
Blood. You just wait for your body to produce more forehead.
Now that I've wasted an hour of our 8 hours extra time a day, I might not be able to survival. Because I probably
I'd say
I don't know.
you could scavenge for 7 hours and still find
Okay.
about the same amount. Like an
Fair.
hour is not that
I
big of a
can still
difference.
roll an 8 and feed the raccoon.
Yeah.
Or you could get one of us to help you scavenge.
All right, this is day
Cut it down to
4
4
we're
hours.
on, so you're
Well,
about
nobody's
halfway
wanted
there,
to go hunting with me.
which means Let me remeasure this, make sure I got it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you guys run into the small village that's here.
Hey!
Little off the main road.
Hey, let's go.
So yeah, you guys walk up. Pretty small village, probably around 30 buildings. So, you know,
Hmm.
sizable in that they're definitely getting going in the right direction, but they definitely aren't a big city with tons of stores and whatnot. But you
They
do
may
notice a
have
sign
a
that looks like a
tavern.
tavern. Yeah, you do notice a sign looks like it's probably a tavern.
Well, I am not opposed to stopping in for the night.
Me neither. Sleeping in a bed would feel great.
I mean, yes, definitely that. Also, food. Constantine hasn't eaten the past 2 days.
Pubs collapse at the sound of food.
He heard the word just. Yes. Alright, to the tavern.
You guys go to the tavern. You notice the sign in common says the Wasted Wraith.
How does a undead get drunk?
Anyways, you open the door and you see a bunch of humans as they all
Holy
look
shit.
to you, as you are all very weird people compared to them.
In
Hello,
fairness,
friend.
they
Oh no, are
probably.
we about to have a racism moment?
Well, in fairness, they might not be able to tell that I'm not a halfling or a gnome. I am in completely
Right,
sealed
you
armor.
are in completely sealed armor.
I mean,
But
I
you're
do have
carrying
a,
with a,
Said.
you're
Technically,
wandering with a blue person and
Yeah.
a robot.
aside from my halo, I look like a regular person.
Hey, I'm
Ameliel's
also
not
in
blue.
very nicely sealed armor.
Wait, hang on. Is Ameliel suddenly blue? I feel like that should be concerning if she's suddenly
Wait,
blue.
what? Yeah.
No, she's not suddenly blue. Sorry. I'm looking at the Azamar where they look slightly blue right now.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because some of
Because I
them are
had
that
their
way,
lore
yes.
open.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just a.
no,
Yeah,
Ameliel.
Aside from my
That's not
halo, I
regular blue.
look like a normal person.
Hello. I'll say and wave to the tavern.
Hello, friends.
Hey.
Presumptuous.
They're gonna just wave.
Can
Oh,
I help
trot
you?
on over to the bar. I am starving. Can I get whatever food you have?
Indeed.
I literally don't care
please.
what it is. I will pay.
We got stew for a few copper.
Excellent. Copper on the bar.
Do I have?
Place
He said a
copper
few,
on.
so I'll put 3.
Yeah, he placed 3 copper on the bar. He walks over to a cauldron on a hearth and pours a pretty generous bowl of stew. Puts it in front of you. Sticks a spoon in it. Spoon
Takes
may or
off
may not be
helmet.
clean.
Takes
Oh
off
my
helmet.
fucking
Suddenly bunny.
What the fuck? Were you cursed?
What? No. Well, he kind of looks up and thinks for a moment. Technically, it's a blessing. Bunny unrelated.
I'll put 3 copper down for a stew as well.
Alright.
Like, stares him down while putting a fucking spoonful of stew in my mouth.
He like walks away, gets Ameliel her stew.
What do you have to drink in this place?
Oh, we just have some simple ale and beer.
I'll take
A little bit of wine.
1 pint of ale, please.
Pint of ale, that'll be 6 copper.
I give him a silver. Because I don't got
Yeah,
6
he-
copper.
He gives you 4 copper back, and he gets you a pint of ale.
Now I have 8 copper. That is how math works.
Everyone was stopping here for the night, right?
I thought we were.
I know. I'm checking.
Will you two wish to stay in the bed?
I mean, I said it was a good idea, not that it's required. But if we're staying here for the night, 1 bottle of wine, please.
Bottle of wine, that'll be 1 gold. I think is how much a bottle. How much is a bottle of wine again?
Depends.
Where's
on
my
the wine.
PHP? I know the fine wine is 10 gold. I just don't
Yeah.
remember how much regular wine is. I want to say it's a gold, but I don't know for sure. and I can't seem to find my PHP. It's on my bed, right? Because I was doing prep in bed this morning. I really just wanted to lay down after work.
Fair.
There you go.
I was gonna say, as he orders the bottle of wine, she'll slam her mug down, like, another pint of ale, please.
Flipping through pages. I should really get a light in my room so I can see better.
You know, Emilio, if you plan to drink more than one thing, you can just have him start a tab and then pay it out before we leave.
Here we go. Wine, common, 2 silver
For a bottle?
for a pitcher, according to this. So
Which would be about
a bottle. Yeah. So 2 silver.
Right, because they probably have a wine barrel and pour a pitcher out. So
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
a lot cheaper.
Fine,
Fuck yeah.
a fine bottle of wine is 10 gold.
Yeah. So somewhere within the spectrum are okay bottles of wine between 2 silver and 10 gold.
Yeah.
I will pay 2 silver for. Yeah, because they probably don't have bottles. They probably just have pitchers here.
It looks like they
or
have
equivalent
some
quality.
bottles, but not many. But yeah,
Mhm.
they pretty much just have like little pitchers made of wood.
Fair enough, yo. I'll get a pitcher of wine. I assume I get a glass to drink it out of.
Yeah.
I'll pour myself a glass of wine.
And then yeah, you said you put down another
6
what was
copper.
it, 6 copper. Yeah, 6 copper for another pint. He pours you another pint.
Thank
So
you,
how much
friend.
do rooms cost?
Well, let's see here. He kind of like opens up a book. You want a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom? Or a 1-bed or a 2-bed? Sorry, not bedroom.
I think 2-bed is a good idea.
Yes, indeed.
Right. A 2-bed is looking. My nose is itchy.
What an excellent price. I will happily pay on my nose.
Well, that'll be 4 silver.
Right. My nose.
And how much is 1 bed?
For 2-bed.
No, I know.
For a 2-bed.
But I'm seeing how much 1 bed
Oh,
is.
you cut out.
Oh.
Oh, I don't care. I'm not sleeping in a bed with you.
Well, no, I was saying if it's cheaper to get 2 1-beds than 1 2-bed.
Let's see
It's
here. I only
probably
have
cheaper to get 1 2-bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have one bed available. What did I say it was? 4 silver?
4 silver for a 2-bed, yeah.
Yeah, 4 silver for a 2-bed. It's 3 silver for a 1-bed.
Yes, we'll take the
Yeah.
2-bed.
Yep. Put the silver on the table.
Okay, he takes it, gives you a key to the room. House cleaning goes through at 6 in the morning. It's a little early, but it's when they get here to start doing that. So
I'm impressed you have house cleaning. In a
I mean, the
small
house
town.
cleaning is my wife and my daughter.
That makes more sense.
I have my daughter start it before she starts doing some learning, and then my wife wants to get that done so she can start cooking for the day.
Fair enough.
Enough. Eat some soup.
It's pretty. It's decent. It's by no means high quality. It's definitely like,
It's comfortable home cooking.
yeah, it's the less quality carrots that they probably would have had to throw out soon and just leftover meat.
It's everything you put in a stew.
Yeah, it's it's not even like one type of animal either. There's like a little bit of chicken in there, a little bit of beef, like it's just their leftovers pretty much. It has some pretty decent biscuits that it comes with. He gives you a biscuit with it. It's a pretty good biscuit.
I soak up some of the broth into the biscuit, then eat it.
That's the way to do it.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
only way to do it as a peasant.
Oh, yeah.
As a previous peasant, it's the only way.
As a current peasant, it's the only way I do it.
No, I meant my character, but yes, also that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, you guys finish up your stew. Pretty hearty meal.
Mm-hmm.
Earthy. No potatoes, unfortunately. Which, in
Fucking
my opinion, is like the best part of
savage.
stew.
And it has carrots, so as a bunny, I'm relatively happy.
Yeah, it's got some carrots, a little bit of turnips.
Oh, okay, well, if it's got turnips, it cannot have potatoes, I guess.
I guess if you're into turnips, turnips are
It's a-
disgusting.
You're wrong.
I
Okay.
hate turnips.
I mean,
They're
potatoes
awful.
are better. I will agree that potatoes are
I
better.
don't think I've ever
but
tried a
turnips are
turnip.
good.
I don't like turnips. They're gross. Anyways, yeah.
Like you said, the soup is pretty good. Then complain about all the things the soup doesn't have.
Well, I
I'm
know
sensing
some
conflicted
people like
messages.
turnips. I just personally don't.
Hmm.
Anyways, so yeah, you guys finish up your meal. You get weird looks throughout the whole night. You're weird people here.
Mm-hmm.
You stand out. No one's like being especially racist, like, oh, these filthy degenerates.
It's
Imagine
just-
not being human. It's just, these are weird fucking people. We're a nowhere village. We don't see this much.
Yeah, because I assume like we might see a halfling every now and then, and that's
Nope.
probably the no, not even.
No halflings. You
Really?
find a few half elves.
A nowhere village in the middle of, on the road between Facomane and Narrow Dark.
We're
Yep.
off the road.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, just off the road. Okay.
Not super
Yeah.
off the road, but
We're like
you're
a day
little
off the road.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, a few half elves, but pretty much exclusively humans. There's like one dwarf around that looks like he definitely has like the Kingdom of Tablessa crest. You assume he's a guard of some kind stationed here, not that he
Mhm.
actually lives here.
I mean, I'm guessing he lives here since he's stationed
Human
here.
adjacent
But
races.
yeah,
He lives in the barracks, so technically the way it works is they actually do have, for smaller places like this that can't just have a guard, they have like a what is it, rotation for it. So
Mhm.
like the guard will spend probably a month or two here, and then a rotation will happen, and they change where they are.
interesting.
Tablessa has a fun guard system set up. I had a lot of fun building this country.
You
So, yeah.
know what? Since all eyes are on us and we have spare hours to stay, and I don't have to do a survival to not die. By the way, I put tubs out by wherever their dumpster is for no particular
Is
reason.
in
Gee, I wonder
heaven.
why.
To prevent him from eating my shit. And then to make sure nobody finds tubs, as I have become a bard and I'm in a tavern, do they have a place for bards?
They have like a corner cleared out by the looks. There's like an old piano shoved in it as well.
I would love to go over there, and if they have a piano, I'll do some honky tonk.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a piano skill if you have it. If not, a performance.
Okay,
And it
do
will
a
be at
performance.
disadvantage because this is a heavily out of tune piano.
Yeah.
15,
Woo!
that's pretty good. You know, despite it being out of tune, you like get adjusted to it pretty good. You figure out one of them is just so out of tune, it's just playing a different note entirely, and you work around it.
It's just like dropped an octave or something.
Well, if it's dropped an octave, it's not playing, but
You know what I mean.
yeah. That point, the string is so loose, the hammer's not even going to be able to touch it.
It's actually dropped an octave because it's rusted away. So actually, no, it's gone up an octave because it's rusted away and it's now a thinner wire. Just really confusing, out of tune.
But yeah, you give it a good play. Yeah. Some people appreciate it. Some of them will throw money toward you.
Well, I literally was just doing it to do it. So Constantine
It's
will be
not a
happy with-
lot.
No, I know. So
Don't
Constantine
worry.
will happily thank them, regardless of if it's like they give you a copper.
In total for the night, you get 3 copper.
Do they throw it into my upside down helmet?
Yes.
Good. Hell yeah! I made back the stew. Let's go.
That'll pay for your breakfast in the morning.
That's true. And I don't have to eat that day either.
So yeah, you guys tie her in. You don't have to take a watch since you're in a town and there is a guard present here. But you are,
Yay.
of course, always allowed to stay up if you please.
Well, I suggest the drone uses passive perception to stare at the door. In case anyone comes in.
As you guys rest, Emilio, in your dreams.
During the night, we'll be making Amelia kill the orphans.
Emilio, in your dreams, you
Not
hear.
trust in Amelia.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah?
I can hear you. I think Dale's cutting
Yes.
out as
Yeah,
the
I
issue.
think Dale is cutting
Yeah.
out so much and he can't hear me.
Yeah.
Emilio, in your dreams, you hear the voice of a man. You do not recognize it.
It's
But-
my dad.
It's constant. It's Juggernaut's creator.
Do I know what this voice is saying?
Yes. You hear it say, "I will find you." Not in like an ominous, "I am going to hunt you down and kill you," like a very concerned way.
And this is a dream, right?
Yep, this is in a dream.
I'm gonna try to respond back, "Who are you?" But I don't know if it'll do anything.
You go to talk and nothing comes out. You feel a lump in your throat. And you kind of like look down, and as you do, you notice a spear going through your chest.
Hmm.
Oh.
And you wake up in a cold sweat.
I'm gonna wake up with a scream. Just like a, ah!
Okay. You guys are awoken suddenly by Emilio screaming.
Hang on. No, I'm asleep.
Jesus Christ, you really sleep through that.
And Juggernaut's already awake too, so
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
aware, so it's easier for him to. So I would like to say, my brain recognizes that as Amelio and it chooses to ignore it and let me sleep.
As you like wake up and
What is it?
scream, Tubbs runs away from your food bag as it looks like he was about to get into it.
Climbed in through the window.
Fucking open the window, man. Raccoons are smart enough to do that. It's horrifying. I love them. They're so cool.
They are little
You
trash
should get a pet
pandas.
raccoon.
They are little bandits and they're fucking great. And there's a reason why I immediately stole this one when I saw it.
And then I guess I just like curl up in a ball and go back to sleep.
Well, did you not hear what I said?
I did not
No,
know.
you've been
No.
cutting out
In
so
response-
bad.
Okay. In response to Amelia waking up, Juggernaut says, "What is it?"
I had a bad dream. I was being stabbed through the chest with a spear, and some man said he was gonna find me.
Go back to bed.
And I curl up in a ball and go back to bed.
Oh, part of me feels bad, but I do think it's also hilarious just how much we are just like, oh, that's just Amelio being Amelio.
I understand it, but again, like, you should feel a little bad.
I mean, you have shown us that, like, even being possessed by a demon, there are psychopathic tendencies not induced by the demon.
Mostly a joke, but yes.
The demon never told you to sacrifice orphans.
It did not. You're right. No, you're right. But
You went straight to orphans.
who else am I gonna sacrifice? Anyone else will be missed, and there might be an investigation log.
Well,
How
people-
about death row inmates?
Yeah, good luck getting your hands on one or two of
Yeah.
them.
People with terminal illnesses?
Orphans are just easiest.
Anyways,
You say you're gonna adopt them, and then you don't, and then you clean them
going
up.
to adopt
Man,
you. Going to adopt you, child. Get into this dungeon. Don't worry about the blood.
There are several concerns there.
Oh yeah, this is
Get into this portable hole. Don't worry about it.
Anyways, you guys awake.
I'm sure glad nothing went weird during the night.
Did you not hear me scream?
Anyway, gets in armor.
You see tubs with like a horde of moldy biscuits, just eating them. Just
They're all moldy. He didn't even get like the nice ones.
Exactly.
Is
In your armor.
You get the idea. He probably ate all the nice ones already.
Hmm.
And or these guys probably throw them out after they become moldy.
Get between the raccoon and the food. I fucking
Well,
dare
since
you.
since we just woke up, I'm gonna change my prepared spells.
Okay.
I'm gonna get rid of Divine Favor, get Purify Food and Drink, and then Ritual cast Purify Food and Drink on all his moldy biscuits.
They are
And
now
other garbage
nice,
findings.
pristine biscuits. You notice a pile of mush turns back into a thing of tomatoes.
Hell yeah. And then I'll put them all in my... I'll put like a good chunk of them in my pack so he can eat them on the way.
Unlimited food glitch. Let's go.
I'm gonna move all the actual rations to the office.
Okay. This raccoon just lives in your food bag.
Yes,
Fucking
yes
love
he
it.
does.
It's great.
There's other stuff in there too.
Yeah.
Like a bullseye lantern that never gets used. We'll use it one day when we go to a
Starts
dark place again.
drinking the oil out of it.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I have dark vision.
It's
and
not
I think,
cooking oil tubs, no.
I think Juggernaut.
Sorry, he thought it was vegetable oil. Glug, glug,
I think
glug,
Juggernaut
glug.
and I both have dark vision, and you can give yourself dark vision. So I don't know if you'll ever need the lantern.
My drone
Seeing
does though.
in color can be important.
It can.
I guess. Yeah.
It's mainly that I have blind sight for 10 feet. And I usually obscure vision for 20 feet. So
Yeah.
then it wouldn't matter if I had a lantern.
So, yeah. Yawns.
Like, there's a reason I have 4 pints of oil for it. Like, I am prepared for when it is
Oh,
needed.
so that raccoon's about to have a fucking.
Anyways, you guys wake up. You head downstairs. You smell eggs, toast, and unfortunately, just some simple sausage, no bacon.
Can I say something blasphemous?
Sure.
Sausage is arguably better than bacon.
I am going to fucking murder
I
Constantine
understand. I understand the words. I just disagree with them.
If the bacon is on something,
Okay,
it's
I'm
a
just
better
gonna be that
ingredient.
person and say sausage and bacon is better.
Sausage.
And we'll never know Dale's opinion on the matter.
I think Juggernaut's malfunctioning this session. Nah, hang on, I need to pull his pull cord again. Yeah, you might want to restart your Xbox or something. Like, you might want to restart your stuff because you're
Okay.
cutting out a lot.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
It has been every other word, basically.
Constantine's just pulling the pull cord currently. Like, come on, you bastard! Why don't you start up?
But yeah, no. Sausage actually has more protein to give you, and it's spiced.
But bacon tastes better.
As I was saying, the best version is sausage wrapped in bacon.
Now this I can agree to.
True. I
True.
could definitely get behind that.
Same.
No, I like bacon, but just on its own, it's a little one note.
Again, I understand
I'm
the
like
words that
the
Muffin is
complete opposite
speaking.
with it. I love baking. I love bacon alone, but sausage needs to be with something.
I agree with Fabit on this one.
That's weird considering it's
Oh, I
actually
guess we're
spiced
split.
and stuff. Don't you know? You never split the pot.
I could eat so much bacon on its own, but like if I eat like 3 sausages on their own, the taste of them, like I stop liking the way they taste. But if they're on something,
Nah.
like a sausage sandwich,
Oh no! I also usually only have sausage when I make sausage gravy. So like,
Hmm. Sausage gravy is.
I'll just
very
eat a
good.
plate of
sausage gravy with
sausages.
biscuits really good.
But I'll usually only have bacon
It's
if
also
it's with
really
stuff.
easy to make. It's just 10 pounds of butter, a little bit of flour, and sausage.
I mean, yeah, you
to
basically
be
just make
fair.
a roux
Yeah.
and then put
I
To be
had-
fair,
sausage
most of
in
the
it.
time I have bacon, it's
I
with
had
sausage.
macaroni and cheese with a sausage tonight.
A sausage.
A sausage.
single-
It was no, it was
single
it was like a thick packaged smoked sausage.
one. I know, just the phrasing of I had macaroni and cheese with
I
a
just
sausage.
imagine like the tiny brown and serve links, just one of those.
It's just like
No.
stuck in the middle, like a flag.
No, it was one of
It's
those
not
like
even
thick,
like chopped up.
it was one
It's
of
a
those like
little
round,
kitty
thick sausages.
Of mac and
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah, Kenneth, you can just say macaroni and cheese with sausage.
Oh,
Because
that's hilarious.
No, that.
Anyways.
It's a little kitty's cup of macaroni and cheese in the center of a giant rope sausage.
Anyways, you guys go downstairs, smell the breakfast. That being said, it does not come complimentary with the room, so you will need to buy separately.
How much?
Oh no. Anyways.
3 copper. You get 3 eggs and 2 slices of toast.
I hand them a silver because I don't have a 3 copper.
Okay. And they give you
Oh.
back.
Great, just put that on, just one for me as well.
Yeah, that
Since you
works.
gave him a silver, I'm gonna make his change easier.
Okay. You get back 4 copper.
Yep. Okay, perfect.
And then they can get both plates at once. Efficiency.
Does come with a complimentary cup of water
Holy shit.
because they have a well, so they don't need to charge you for water. There are places in this world where they will charge you for water because they don't have a well.
Which is
Depressing, but fair.
fair.
Yeah, it's too bad create water isn't a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
I actually need to use a spell slot. This would be
Infinite
tragic.
water glitch.
It's not a
I
glitch
mean-
at that point.
In fairness, I can cast it with a warlock slot, take a short rest, then cast it with a warlock slot, then take a short rest, and do that forever.
And so they say, Constantine became a water spout that day. Anyways.
We'll go to a desert. We'll pull a Mad Max. I'll become a water baron.
Do not, my children, become addicted to water.
Never seen Mad Max. Fun fact.
Oh god, Fury Road is such a good one. I can never get through the entirety of the original, but Fury Road's a pretty good one.
It's
Anyways.
because the originals are a bit more psychological than
Yeah.
action.
Yeah. And my brain doesn't work with psychological. It took me like 4 viewings of Fight Club to understand it.
Never seen Fight Club.
Anyways.
Hey, wait. All I heard is Kenneth repeat Fight Club. Are you asking what is Fight
No,
Club?
I've never seen it.
It's a movie. That's watchable. A lot of toxic males who don't realize the actual message hold it up as one of the best movies of all time.
What's the actual message?
And
Well,
you're already
okay.
breaking the rules.
Yeah, so does everyone in that movie.
What the fuck are rules, guy? Anyways.
Number one, fight. No, talking about Fight Club.
But you just did. Shut up.
So yeah, you guys, I assume, head out now, or are you gonna stick around in the village a little longer?
Is there
I mean,
like a
since
general
we're-
store?
There is a store, but it's not like an adventurer store.
Do they have rations?
You are- Very few.
I will buy all the rations they have.
Okay, it's 2 gold per ration.
How many
By
rations
very
do they
few,
have?
He said.
They
4
have
billion.
4.
I'll buy all 4 rations.
Okay,
So that's 8
Way to
gold.
overpay.
that'll be 8 gold.
See, I was brilliant. I got raccoon rations from a dumpster.
I plop down 8 gold and take their rations.
Like pokes its head out and drops like the stems of the tomatoes. Sticks its head back in. I imagine it's like a scene in your bag. It's like a scene straight out of Tom and Jerry. It's just like Jerry eating a bunch of things out of the fridge. Anyways.
While I am eating breakfast in the tavern, I would like to ask the tavern person if they have need of adventurers for anything around the town.
Not really. It's a pretty quiet place around here. Not much really goes on, and anything that does, usually the guards handle it.
Very fair. Just making sure, since already here, might as well check.
Appreciate it, though.
Oh yes,
So now people are willing to look out for us.
there's this ancient black dragon we need slain.
Was that you out of character
Did you
making
just
a
open
joke?
Yeah,
in
that was me
character?
out of character.
Okay. Because you said it in your character voice, I'd like to point out.
Did not mean to.
I think this is saying something.
Hey, now.
Can his woman confirm?
We'll always
Anyways.
point it out. But yeah, if there is nothing here to do, get ready to move along. You know what? You know what? I've ready to purify food and drink. I'd like to, before we leave, go to the tavern's dumpster.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take all the
You
shitty
survived
food,
there.
purify it, and take it.
Add 2 days worth of rations to your inventory.
Let's go. That took me 20 minutes, everybody.
Worth it.
2 rations.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
2
clear that dumps.
rations.
Yeah, and then also just Tubbs has his food for the day that he found himself. That won't be enough because he's Tubbs.
You hear a
Dumpster-
small raccoon burp.
Is enough
Look,
effort enough with
Purify
Tubbs?
food and drink and dumpster diving is just such a good way to get food.
It is.
Waste not, want not, my friends. As a farm boy, Constantine has no issues not wasting food.
I mean, it's purified, so it probably doesn't
Yeah.
look the best, but it
Yeah.
tastes fine.
I mean, if it's purified, it probably looks fine, because that means all the mold
Yeah.
and shit gets taken off.
Anyways, I assume you guys head out now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. What is the weather today? No,
Any
I wasn't
mushrooms
talking to
that
you, Google. No, I wasn't talking to you, Google.
What's great is after purifying it, any mushrooms that stay are edible. And all the ones that are inedible go away.
Sunny out this day.
Let's
Yay.
go.
Any fun encounters happen is the
1,000.
question. Nope, 4 actually.
It's a very different number.
Very different number. Which is nothing. All right. Another calm, peaceful day of travel.
Aside from the sound of voracious consumption coming from my bag, probably. Just hear the crunch of a stale biscuit.
It's okay. Sometimes it's
Sounds
better
like
that way.
fucking shattering.
Just a fucking baguette back there just disappears. Anyways.
Do
So
we
yeah.
make it to the river?
Yes.
My boat.
You take out your boat and you very
Cross the river.
gently cross the river.
Sad we can't go up or down the river to get to where we need to go. Big sad.
This is so sad.
I mean, I guess zooming in here, there's that little bit that technically goes the direction we want to go. Because we were here, right? So, like, technically.
Something like that.
No, not really. Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
This is so sad.
This is so sad.
Thought we were a little lower. This is tragedy. Oh
Anyway,
well.
You
At
take
least
it
get to-
diagonally so you get a little bit longer on there.
Mm-hmm. Ah, my boat.
Your boat.
Your boat sinks. You're fucking
No.
dead. Anyways. But yeah. Uneventful day.
One
give
day
me-
it will get bigger. One day.
Constantine, I assume,
That's
are you
what
going to
they
do another
all say.
survival? For
Yeah, 'cause
hunting
we're probably-
food?
Yeah, because we're probably crossing the river, but still in that hex, right? Based
Yeah.
on how it would be. So I'll fish for
No,
today.
fish, absolutely. Go ahead and roll
Fish.
me fishing.
Fish. My
Oh,
boat.
you are so much better at fishing. You get 3 brook trout and a bass.
Well, it sounds like I can feed a Meliel today.
Hmm
Because that's 2 fish each, and that's pretty good.
2 fish. Num num. Fish good.
3 loaves, 2 fishes, no my lord, you know my ways.
You got
Anyway.
3 fish. It was 2 brook trout and a bass.
No, I thought I heard 3 brook trout and a
Not
bass.
2 brook trout. 1
Well, there's a
bass.
fish for the
2
raccoon,
brook trout.
a fish for you,
2
and a
brook
fish for
trout.
me.
I don't know. I feel like I need 2 fishes.
No, Tubbs,
Fish is not the most filling verb.
Tubbs
Yeah,
get-
Kenneth. It's
Tubbs gets 3 fish, right?
well, Kenneth. Remember, I caught trout, not like
Yeah.
salmon.
Yeah.
I didn't catch a big fish.
Brook trout specifically, which are smaller.
Tubbs gets all 3 fish, right?
Edible bones, though, for a brook trout. Much easier
True.
to cook. And
Interesting.
less
Mhm.
waste. They don't like taste very good, but it's it's better than picking around it, honestly.
How big of a bass do I catch? That's the question.
It's a mid-sized.
Okay.
Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
All right. So I'll eat the bass, and a Meliel can have the brook trout.
Okay.
Yay, thank you.
If it's a mid-sized bass and I'm a small creature, that's probably enough. for
Yeah,
a day
I'd
for
say
me.
that's enough for a day's worth for you.
Nom,
I'm
nom,
gonna
Yeah.
steal
nom.
a tomato from Tubbs' stash.
A single tear runs down his face, and the
And then I
look of
cut it in.
betrayal.
And then I cut it in half and give him half.
He eats it happily.
Yeah, I'm gonna like cut open the gut of the
Trailer
bass and
completely
put
washed
put
away.
tomato in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cook it
Have
up
a
nicely.
Slightly nicer food.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not fancy, but it's better than just fish.
Yeah, you cook it up nicely. You eat. Tastes good.
Mm.
Better than just the dried meats and berries and nuts of your rations.
This is why water's better.
My boat.
My boat. See what happens when I'm allowed to use my boat.
Only good things when I use my boat.
I mean, hey, it has never gone wrong for us.
I swear, if you don't
True.
kill the BBEG with your boat,
I finally
smack
upgrade my
him
boat
with
to a
my
fucking
boat.
warship, and I just unfold it on top him.
See, I was thinking about just like taking it and smacking him across the face with like the canoe because you should never get it upgraded.
I never get it upgraded. I mean, I've got 23 strength. I might be able to.
There is that chance.
But yeah. So Emilio, go ahead and give me a perception
Indeed.
for Night Watch. I assume you're gonna have I just take passive.
I see goodly.
Juggernaut. Drone thing taking passive, I assume.
Oh my god.
Yes.
See what happens when I'm allowed to use my boat.
And then Juggernaut, go ahead and roll
There's a
yours
reason
unless you
I
want
don't
to
use
use
your
your
boat so often.
But we
No.
heard you say yes, Dale.
He's disconnected.
Oh. Maybe he's restarting.
Maybe. We're just fucking dead.
Possible.
Okay.
Right, see what happens when Constantine uses his boat. His performance anxiety goes away. Then he gets a 19.
Ah. Underfortunate.
Underfortunate. What is?
Well, I'm gonna wait for Dale to come back to life, maybe. Hopefully.
Yay.
Yay. Gonna wait till I hear him talk before I celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
you are quiet.
Okay, that would. Yeah, I'm on my computer now.
Mm.
Anyways, Juggernaut, are you just gonna so yeah, your eyes taking passive, are you going to or are you gonna roll?
You can't beat your
I
eyes,
will.
so I would roll. No matter how terribly you do, there's a backup 16, basically.
Pretty much. Natural 1. Hold on, let me put on my reading glasses. Shoves dirt in eyes. So this happens on the first watch, which is Emilio's, which means it is not spotted.
No.
I roll a d4 to determine what
No,
part of
I'm so
watch it
sad.
happens on.
At least I'll notice that it happened. Maybe.
Oh my god.
Bye,
What a fucking sleight of
Amelio.
hand.
My raccoon stole all the rations you just bought.
Just every ration, they're all gone.
No.
Weird, my bag's suddenly a lot heavier.
Emilio, go ahead and write 50 platinum off your sheet.
Okay.
Oh.
Oof, that's rough.
Yep.
What's great is you have no reason to count those coins, so you're probably not gonna notice.
I know.
50 coins, that might be significantly lighter.
Yeah, so
It's only like a pound or two. Coins don't weigh that much.
Yeah, I guess. That's true, yeah.
we wake up and
Oh.
what do we, is there any, what's the scene?
Nothing.
Okay.
They are gone and out by the end of the first watch, so Constantine doesn't have a chance to really see it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've not familiarized myself with the size of your coin pouch for my 21
Yeah.
perception.
Yeah.
So, like, you guys don't until your character notices you're missing 50 platinum, you won't really have any reason to know something happened. They rolled an 18 on stealth, and then they got a natural 20 sleight of hand.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Why they managed to steal so much.
They fucking deserve it at that point.
What a wonderful, uneventful night.
Indeed.
Yeah, you guys wake up and you are none the wiser.
See what happens when we use the boat.
That is gonna be a new noble popping up at that point. Christ, that's like
Yeah.
500 gold.
Yeah.
500 gold. That is.
When we
That's
meet
a
a
lot.
questionable background, he's good at stealing.
Did you guys hear about this new noble? He just popped up in this nowhere town. Just had like 50 platinum. It's so weird.
See, with the major question is, does he get greedy and continue following us for more platinum?
Here's the question.
That is the question. Pack up camp, move along.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
it's
guys are
lovely how
on day
uneventful the
5.
night have been.
No, sure.
You know, technically, if you're strong enough, you could make any. You could use your boat on any part of the land. You just have to row really hard.
Fuck it. Rock boat.
Rock boat. I love rock boat.
I mean, if you had mold earth, you could maybe mold the earth underneath you as you go.
Into mud.
Okay, you go to
Yeah.
dice jail now. Be gone, you.
Okay, bye everybody. I'm going to jail.
No, you come back.
I've been sentenced to
Oh.
dice jail.
No, the die that just rolled 2 nat 20s in a row is. So yeah, you guys travel along, and you hit another spot for a good camp spot for nighttime.
Mark off a ration.
What Constantine's capable of finding.
Yeah, I assume you're
Alright.
gonna do another
I
survival.
will.
Fortunately, can't fish this time.
What if I just have a really long fishing pole?
Just a really, it's the power pole just with a string attached to it.
No.
Well, it's a
I don't even
Minecraft.
think-
Just
Man,
Soda
I don't think I
fucking
even
water
find
flask
anything
on
for
the ground.
tubs.
You don't even find anything for tubs this time.
Hear me out. I'll create water into a barrel, and then I'll fish out of the barrel.
Minecraft logic, wherever there's any amount of water.
But yeah, so
I presume I don't even find anything for...
nope,
Yeah,
not even for tubs.
not even
We-
for tubs.
We sight goodly tonight.
And he
But
will
do
eat one of
eyesight
your
goodly?
rations.
No. He'll eat half of one of my rations. I'm gonna ration it for him.
Okay.
'Cause I'm-
See
I'm
how well
choosing
that
to feed
works out.
tubs. But the trick is, I'm giving him bread, so it'll fill his stomach really well.
But he will wake up in the middle of the night really hungry.
Maybe. But there's a nice half ration weirdly sitting out in the open for him. It's to trick him into eating only one ration throughout the night instead of eating a whole ration now and a whole ration later. It's my brilliant strategy.
Raccoon Training 101. 18, all really good perceptions.
We sight goodly tonight.
You did not get a good stealth roll this time.
Oh.
So, Emilio
Yes.
and the drone will both see a elf trying to sneak up behind you, reaching for your coin purse.
I would like to immediately just roundhouse kick this person.
Roll to hit. That'll hit. Roll damage.
I have an
They are
important
dead.
At this point, Juggernaut
Yeah.
passive.
I was gonna
a
say
roundhouse kick.
I
Holy
was say I
fuck.
want it to be non-lethal.
Well, you should say that before you
Yeah.
finish the attack.
Okay.
Yeah. You just
You need to say that. You need to say that either like while you're saying what you're gonna do, or before you roll damage.
Fair enough.
All right.
I presume a 12 passive sees murder.
Yeah, your drone also sees it, which means they wake you up, because I assume that's what you have them do for if they see something to wake you up.
Kill.
I will search his body.
It's not even gonna ask.
Well, now that you're not like catching a glimpse of him behind you, and you can actually see, you will see that this is the body of a 15-year-old elf.
Great. 15-year-old elf or 15-year-old equivalent?
15-year-old elf.
Oh.
Ooh, that's bad.
Ooh. Yeah.
Did you let
Oh,
Kenneth retro?
God, what?
Hang on. Important.
No.
Did you let? No. Okay.
Nope.
Good. Great.
No.
Am I woken up?
Dead.
Yeah, you hear a resounding snap of their neck,
Oh
and
god.
that'll arouse you as the body falls to the ground. Coins fall
Emilio,
everywhere.
Did you murder someone?
He startled me. He was sneaking up behind me trying to
Killing the
steal my
orphans.
coins, and he startled me.
So you snapped their neck?
I didn't mean to.
Oh, God. All the gods at this point.
We do have a scroll of resurrection, don't we?
I don't want to waste it on this. I'd prefer if you just hadn't fucking killed them.
I would have too. I guess I'm stronger than I thought I was.
Emilio, come here real quick. He's gonna motion you over.
I come over warily.
He is going to slap you across the face.
I will attempt to
As
dodge.
hard. I'm going to make
Roll
an
it to
attack
hit.
roll.
Rolling unarmed.
Yeah, which I have version which I forget. Did they change that? If you have because it used to be marked as a simple
If
weapon,
you
but I
have
don't think it is
proficiency
anymore.
in improvised,
Yeah, it used to be marked as a symbol, but I think they changed that in the PHP, so it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, so just a strength check then.
Natural
Mm.
one.
Yeah, no, you don't.
It is very clear what he intends to do as you approach. It's very obvious.
I just kind of lean back as your slap goes past my face.
Wow, so you'll snap somebody's neck, but you can't take a slap. That's
It was
hypocrite.
It was an accident. I didn't mean to do it.
You didn't mean to snap
You
somebody's
accidentally
neck.
Snap someone's neck with a roundhouse kick.
I don't know the logic there.
Like it's usually you punch them, they fall over, and then their neck snaps.
Constantine's gonna go over to the body and see if there's any identifying papers on it.
I did say I wanted to search the body too.
Nope, but you do see the 15-year-old with the broken neck, very thin and malnourished.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have 50 platinum?
They do. Actually, they have 50 platinum, 2 gold, and 7 silver. You are not the first person they robbed.
Yeah, hang on. We'll write this down real quick.
But
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're last.
Now,
Was it 7 silver?
Yeah, 7 silver.
we're gonna
2 gold.
split my 50 platinum, aren't we?
Very possible. All right.
Because, like, I would go to open my coin purse and then probably notice I'm missing it.
It depends on how accurately your
Not if we
character
split it
keeps
between
count.
me and Constantine because you killed them.
I would fight
Just because
Constantine
you don't
for my
get
money.
It also depends on how you have to consider how accurately your character counts their coins and how
Yeah,
quickly you can assess hundreds of
They-
platinum.
they
Yeah.
are they are a monk. They were brought up to not care too much about material wealth.
That's,
so.
yeah.
Your character can be you. It's not like you're living at a monastery currently. So like, but do keep that in mind, given your backstory and how you would be brought up.
Yeah,
I'm
she,
also not sure how much platinum you currently have on you, because like I have 120, so that's almost half.
I had
Probably
100.
notice.
I had 160.
You had 151.
Yeah, 151, so.
Yeah,
That's
It's about
a
a third,
significant
so it's more
chunk.
noticeable.
No, that is pretty noticeable. A third
Yeah.
of it missing. But
It also depends. Do you keep your platinum separate from your gold?
Probably. Like, she was raised not to care, but that doesn't mean she doesn't keep track of the funds she has
No,
access
for sure.
to.
right, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's also important if you keep them separate from your gold, because if it's separate from your gold, yeah, it's way more noticeable.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have the money pouch,
So she'd be like, that bastard! He must have been following us. Look, I'm missing platinum.
are you missing exactly 50 platinum?
That's what it appears to be.
Ah. Okay, well, that means it's at least technically legal, I think, because you're defending your property. I don't know how these laws work here.
And I'll just take the 50.
All I know is if
Sir,
somebody's tried to steal something from your
dropkicked that
farm.
child in self-defense.
I'll just-
Granted, would this be considered grand theft type of theft due to being
Yes.
50 platinum stolen? Depending on the situation,
If the
this
laws
could
fall-
be considered
if-
acceptable, but
if
you
the
would
law-
If you'd like, you can go
To
talk to
punish.
a lawyer.
No.
Well, because what is one
But-
gold? One gold is like $50 right? We figured out.
I
It's-
don't translate
Kinda.
it like that.
The issue is it's fluid because things are priced differently due to ease of access compared to the real world versus some things are harder to access compared to the real.
Yeah.
It is not. There is no one-to-one.
Yeah, so Kenneth, I can go buy a digital watch, like a kid's digital watch for like $3. If I had that in medieval times, I'd be a fucking witch.
Yeah.
But I'll just take
Yeah.
the 50 platinum
It
and
is-
plop it back in my pouch.
But I would also like to point out Kenneth's character didn't notice the platinum missing until after.
Yes.
And so their
'Cause I had no reason to-
justification for killing them is non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
They saw a kid in our camp and roundhouse kicked them.
The
They were
lawyers
actively
wouldn't know that.
they were actively reaching for my money pouch, so it was still defending my property.
Anyway,
Oh yes,
So we-
child.
so we could use the Scroll of Resurrection on the child,
And we could use the heart from Tubbs to do.
and we can use their own heart to do it.
Yeah.
Needs to be a humanoid heart, notably.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
use their own heart to do it because it replaces the
Arguably,
heart.
raccoons are humanoid. They're just small humanoids.
No,
Actually, probably considered tiny.
they're not humanoids at all.
They are beasts.
But see, what if we use
They don't even have thumbs.
See, the issue is, what if we use the scroll and this kid doesn't even want to come back?
They probably want to come back, as they were trying to steal money to probably have a better life.
Yeah, but that means their life wasn't great to start with.
Yeah. Okay, so that's an orphan that Ameliel has killed. We'll just add this to the tally of things that Ameliel has done.
Oh, come on! Oh, come on!
Just like secretly, I've been keeping track this whole time. I'm just waiting for one more event to just go. Okay, Emilio, go ahead and change your alignment to evil.
At this point, officially change alignment to chaotic stupid.
This was clearly a case of being frightened.
You're a
someone-
monk. You should have enough training to not be frightened.
Actually, I don't have the ability to end the frightened
not kill
condition
someone
yet,
on
so
sight.
Kenneth, you know what I mean.
I know.
You have proficiency in wisdom saves. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but at 7th
fun
level, I'll be able to
session.
use an action to not be frightened.
Mm-hmm. Hey, DM, if I stab him with my scythe while he's freshly dead, is there a chance he'll become a soul coin?
Yeah, sure. I'd say why not.
I'm gonna stab his foot with my scythe real quick.
Constantine,
Okay,
why are you
roll a
assaulting the
D20.
dead body?
Because if I can hide the evidence, this will all work out. No.
Closer though. What do we say? Was it nat 1 or a nat 20 that we make it? It's a soul
I thought it was a
point?
nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay, so not closer. Anyways,
Right,
you
you
stab
did
its
not-
foot. No soul coin.
Right, it did not work.
I mean,
So this is still a problem.
we are just on the road. Like, things happen to people on the road.
Yes, they do.
I feel
Amelia.
terrible. I didn't mean to kill him.
Alright, Amelia, you see how this is an elf? Yes. Motions to ears.
Yes.
And you see how they're not fully grown yet? Motions to length of person.
Yes, I feel bad for killing a child. I vote we use the resurrection scroll, but that's not up to just me.
You know, can Isabel from Lord Azatel's boat see what's going on here?
No.
Okay.
Only Azatel can see what's going on around you.
Lord Azatel, since
Yep.
the scroll was technically promised to help her, she has dibs. Ask her opinion, please.
This is gonna be an awkward conversation.
It is. Put all the blame on Amelia. Make it very clear it was her fault. I'm gonna slander you to the undead, Kenneth.
Great.
How does it feel?
Terrible.
I would like to note in my notes there's a new section called Additional Notes, Ameliel's Crime.
Ameliel.
First one,
Sight.
Ameliel killed an elf child on sight in camp.
Is it a crime?
Here,
Of,
Azatel,
it was more
mind.
like manslaughter than murder. It was an accident.
No, it's murder. Your intent was to attack them and they died. That is murder. Manslaughter is when you do something with no intentions of harm and it results in death.
Also, manslaughter is just a different term for second-degree murder.
Basically, yeah.
It is still
Yeah.
murder. Just so you're aware.
Then why even have the term?
It helps some people with
Differentiate
their
between
conscience.
intentional and accidental.
Yeah. Because just having something called be first, second, and third degree murder got really confusing for people.
It makes sense for the laws, but it doesn't make sense for, like, talking about crime.
Yeah, it's like
Because if I'm
it's the point
driving,
of it's something like first degree murder is or no, second degree manslaughter is first degree murder. Second degree is crime of like instinct or convenience. So like you walk
Passion.
in on someone cheating, passion. You walk in on someone cheating, you shoot them dead, and then third degree is premeditated.
yeah, where you planned it
Like,
out.
plans
yeah, no,
to go out and
you
kill
had
them.
You've
you
been thinking-
had a game plan.
You set up
You
an
pick up
entire Rube Goldberg
this for
machine
more
to
than
shoot
one.
the shotgun.
Yeah. So yeah.
Anyway, I'm
Um,
making a new note section called Emilio's sociopath evidence.
Come on, guys,
But
lay
yeah,
off.
you hear Azatel in your mind. So new development. She doesn't have a body anymore.
How did we figure that out?
I looked into her mind. Don't worry about the specifics. Her body was disintegrated.
Huh.
She doesn't have a body to resurrect.
I mean, good news. We don't have to save the scroll anymore, I guess.
I am now dealing with a crying child soul on my boat. I'll be back later.
Sorry? Amelia, you made a little girl cry.
Wait, what? But I killed the boy. What?
I know. Adding it to the
Add
notes.
that.
Made Isabel
little-
cry.
Oh, come on, guys. Lay off.
No.
I didn't make her cry. I was the cause of us learning she didn't have a body, and therefore that made her cry. If anything, it's
That
Lord
sounds like
Azabel's
make-
fault for looking into her mind.
But Kenneth, you yourself just said you're the one who caused this series of events.
Anyways,
It's just a series of
Anyways.
unfortunate events.
I'll
are you
pull
going
out,
to use the scroll?
I'll pull out the scroll and once again put it in Juggernaut's hands. Because
Okay,
Magic
Juggernaut, you
Man-
need to roll an Arcana check, and let me double check the
Mhm.
spell level of Resurrection. I think it's 7th.
Yeah, I will again assist him with like the prayer sections that you have to do to the gods.
Yeah, Resurrection
need to
7th.
remove
I'll
the
say
heart.
yeah.
Technically, I think we do
Technically,
need to.
yes, but it's not going to require a check. You hack the chest open, it's going to regenerate when you cast Resurrect on them.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Okay.
rip the child's heart out. Go ahead and roll an Arcana. 18. That is enough. The scroll works. The child is brought back to life. I'm reading the specifics of Resurrection again.
He gonna be tired.
I'm gonna give him
Coming back from the
some
dead
money
is
for
an
the trouble.
ordeal.
Don't worry.
Target takes a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability check. Every time the target finishes, it's short reduced by 1. Casting this spell to restore to life a creature that has been dead for 1 year or longer taxes you greatly. He has not, so we can ignore that part. He has been
Yay.
dead for 1 hour. So yeah,
Good news, child. You're alive again.
As he
Bad
wakes
news.
up,
oh,
I'm sorry, my child, and I'm gonna give him 10 platinum. Next time, just ask for money.
last time I did that, I got kicked. Not by you either.
I have no problem helping out those less fortunate than myself, but
How am I
startling
supposed to know that?
someone is not the right way to go about it.
Well, you didn't
fairness-
notice me yesterday. Thought I could do it again.
Well, fair enough, but here's some money for your trouble, and I am so sorry for what happened.
To be fair, most people don't roundhouse kick people when they're startled.
So yeah, I give him 10 platinum.
So you said. Alright. So, it is nighttime. You are not going to leave here during the night because it will be dangerous. Secondly, that where are your parents?
Don't know.
Great. Okay, Ameliel, please stop having it out for orphans.
I
Now,
don't have
moving
any
on.
issues with orphans.
Very clearly do.
No, she
Um,
does not, actually.
Yeah, you do.
I don't either.
That she knows.
The evidence presented here seems to state otherwise.
It's all an outside of game joke, guys.
Yes, and we're making an outside of game joke. My god, man. Okay. So, you're going to stay with us, and then in the morning we'll figure out what the fuck to do. Also, we just used a very expensive scroll on you to bring you back to life. I hope you know and appreciate that.
Thank you.
Look, he has manners. This is good.
Can you ever forgive me for what happened?
Don't, it's funnier.
Kind of looks at you and goes, "Are you gonna kick me again if I say no?"
No.
Wow, not an immediate answer. Jesus.
I will not kick you again.
Balls her fist up ready to punch.
Child insights her. Actually, you know what? Juggernaut's gonna incite that.
I'll roll a persuasion.
Yep, go for it.
Fuck.
You see that way she stands. She's ready for orphan slaughter.
I'm gonna put a new move here called Orphan Slaughter, just for orphans.
Not the Youngling Massacre moves. Jeepers, Obi-Wan.
Literally just.
Why did
all
you
your
teach him
moves
those?
with orphan first.
They were all theoretical, my master.
Oh, fuck.
It is a really good skit.
I love his skits. They're so good.
They're so great.
Okay. I will offer them to come sleep by me and not Amelio, so
Yeah,
that they
that
have to
sounds
worry less about being murdered.
That sounds good to me.
And Juggernaut is going to position themselves in between the two.
Oh my god.
Between the child and Amelio.
Kenneth, your character just murdered a
Between the
child.
two.
We're gonna take some precautions, and you cannot judge us for it.
I am judging you.
Good, we're judging you. Fuck off. Anyway, I'm going to, you know what? As somebody who can relate to dying with the child, I'll talk to him and try to comfort him a little bit about, death. I'll sprinkle in some Azatel, but I'm gonna, tell him a bit about my things, but I'm gonna avoid the sermons today.
He was dead for a few minutes, so he actually was in the River Styx for a little bit.
Wait, Isabel
Yeah,
could have
so
had
yeah.
a friend.
No, once
That
the
is not
soul hits
how
the
you feel
River of
about
Styx, it's his
religion.
jobs to bring them where they're supposed to go. Generally, not really supposed to just keep people around after plucking them out the River Styx.
Yeah, the thing with Isabel is she's technically a special case because her soul was already in the
Right.
ring.
Yeah, her soul never
Yeah.
touched the River Styx.
It was not allowed to move on normally, so she is special case. Oh my god.
I'm joking.
So you're trying to fight us saying you want to murder orphans, and you've decided to make a move called that.
I said I was gonna, but it's a joke.
I know, but it's not fair that you could joke about it, then you get angry that we make the jokes. Come on.
No, you're right. I'm gonna lean into the jokes now.
Good boy.
Just know that she doesn't actually have an issue with orphans.
No, we know, but it's fucking hilarious how much the evidence is
funny.
mounted against you.
I mean, you're right.
No, guys, I don't hate orphans. It was just my first go-to for sacrifices. And then a child was near me, so the only reasonable response is to break their neck.
All right. So yeah,
And then,
I'll talk to him
revive
about.
them to do it again.
It's the world's most expensive punching bag. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about my experience with the River Styx. Comfort him a bit. Go back to fuck bed.
I'll finish my shift off by just meditating and praying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll ask
Rest
him
of
if
the
he
night?
I'll ask him if he would like to join me on my shift before we go back to bed.
Sure. My neck's still a little sore.
Yay.
Gee,
Friend for watch.
I wonder
will-
why his neck is sore.
He will roll a perception with a -4 attached to it. Oh, goody! What's a commoner's perception?
0, eh? Isn't it
Zero, isn't it? 'Cause they
Yeah.
have 10 whiz.
Yeah, 10 or 11 wisdom.
And I don't believe they have proficiency in.
So that is a
perception.
-2.
You know what? Not awful. All things considered, doing pretty well for having eyes that just spontaneously started functioning again.
It could have been -4.
Could have been a -3
Yeah.
at minimum. All right. Yeah, wake up, Juggernaut for his shift. Blah blah blah. I'm sure the night goes on fine after that.
Nothing else happens after that. You guys wake up. Boy rouses himself. Well, I think I'm going to head back to the town.
I was going to say it's probably for the best. Do you think you'll be? We haven't noticed anything dangerous on these plains. I believe you'll be fine.
I should be. I'm usually pretty sneaky.
Usually. Well, if you ever wish,
Snack.
Well, if you ever wish to talk about the River Styx again, the temple to Azazel shall be getting resurrected in Facomain if you ever wish to visit.
Maybe.
I won't blame you if you don't want to. Looks over at Amelia.
Once again, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kill you.
Phrases you don't hear every day.
Officer, I drop kicked that child in self-defense. It's like one of the best Technoblade quotes ever.
Wait, is that a quote he said?
Yes.
Yes! During the Earth SMP, when they were building their fortress, they were talking about best ways to defeat children. Or something.
What?
No, it was one of them asked the question of how many fifth or second graders do you think you can take in a fight? Right, and he just started going on, oh, I could take at least 100. And then when the police show up, I got the best defense.
I didn't know that was an actual quote.
Dude, Technoblade was hilarious. Rip him.
Rip, a legend. Hmm.
Well, that's a long rest. Let me get my hit dice
Yep.
back.
Long rest.
Forgot to do that the last time, but I remembered this time. Good job, me.
Woo! So yeah, you guys keep moving on. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say we'll skip a day until you guys get there.
Child murder was
The
eventful
dot-
enough for today as well.
Yeah, the dot wasn't completely accurate. It was a little closer than expected. As you guys get to a cave, which is about what Balthasar described, except there is something in front of the cave.
Hmm.
You may know it as an earth elemental.
I thought you were about to say orphan for a second.
I mean, what is an earth elemental but an orphan of the earth?
You know, that's a fair point. Time to die.
Yeah, it just kind of stands there. Menacingly.
Yeah, I assume we see it from a decent distance given the size of earth elementals.
Yeah, they are large creatures. You definitely see it. You gotta stop, hunker down. It doesn't seem to have noticed you.
So what do we do now?
Well, we now know this place is being actively guarded.
Do we just keep a watch all day and night and record it goings-ons?
We could wait for somebody to leave, potentially, but we don't know if anybody's in right now. We could probably fight an earth elemental. I believe we are strong enough to take on one on our own.
But the issue is...
The question is if there's reinforcements.
Exactly.
Hundreds of mud methods waiting.
What if we lure it over here, away from the cave?
No, it's not a construct, so it's possible. It won't just blindly follow its orders. Looks up at floating eye thing.
Juggernaut, can you lead that thing away from the cave?
Shouldn't you do it? You're faster.
I
Yeah.
thought we were going to use his floating eye thing.
No.
Fine, I'll start to approach...
I was making a joke about constructs.
Oh.
Motions up at construct.
Oh, okay. Do we want to
And
lure
you're
it away?
still faster than the
Yeah.
drone.
Do we want to lure it away and fight it away from the cave?
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll approach it very plainly to see.
First, let us set up an ambush for it that you will lure it to.
Well, she has to walk over. We have time to set up
Yeah.
while she walks
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys start getting set up for l'ambush. Emilio, you walk up to it, and it just stands there.
Menacingly.
I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
Menacingly.
Ready
Throw a
in
rock at
I'm
it?
gonna ready in action to run and throw a rock at it.
Okay, go ahead and just roll strength or dexterity. Dexterity for throwing a rock. Okay, you chuck a rock at it and ding, boom, boom, boom. Hits the ground. and it just stands there
menacingly.
menacingly.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer and see what happens.
Okay. It stands there. And believe it or not, menacingly.
I'm gonna do something really stupid. I'm gonna try and enter the cave.
Okay.
It's not
As you
stupid to
walk
be the one
closer
way.
to it, you notice it's not a real earth elemental. It's a statue of an earth elemental.
It was a big rock.
Can I
It is
attempt?
a big rock.
Can I attempt to kick its head off, just to show off for the other people?
Yeah, roll an athletics for that, though.
Oh god, this is gonna go.
Fucking
This is a
break
straight
your
up
leg.
finish strike.
Okay.
Crunch! I mean, you hit it pretty good. You did just kick a rock. That hurt a bit. Head is still intact.
Oh.
They assume me and Juggernaut can see that nothing is
Yeah.
happening and know
So
to move
notably,
in.
Yeah.
Kenneth, I think you were thinking of earth golems when you say a head.
Yeah, it's Earth
This-
Elemental, not an Earth Golem.
Yeah.
Fair.
So Ken, this is what an earth elemental looks like.
In the Discord, yeah.
Not.
I mean, it has a face-ish
it has
thing.
a face. It doesn't really have a head.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Just kick out the entire torso.
But yeah, after that, I'll wave you guys in. Like, guys, it's okay. It's not real.
We noticed, in fact, that it's not hitting you.
Thank God,
And
right?
waddle away, waddle, waddle, waddle.
Well, as you guys begin to walk in, the statue flips you off. All right.
Holy shit, it's alive again.
It's alive now. It was just sleeping.
I
Didn't
kicked
wake
it
up
into
through
high.
that.
I kicked it into high gear.
Ha,
So, yeah.
ha, ha.
You guys walk in the cave.
That wasn't my worst pun I've ever made, Muffin.
That's why I did a shitty laugh and didn't tell you it was bad.
Do we want to be quiet now? Should we stealth?
Shh, be quiet.
Yeah, probably.
Crunch,
Alright, are you
crunch,
guys on
crunch
the map?
goes my armor. And zoom out to
Yes.
see.
Kind of.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
It's in the top left, I think. Yeah.
Is
This
it
is a big map.
is it just this square that I should see?
Yeah,
Okay.
because there's doors.
There be doors.
Yeah,
Is one of these doors the entrance, or is it kind of just like up this
No.
way?
You guys kind of dropped in, sort of.
Okay.
I
we-
do not see the drone.
Oh, I didn't put the drone on. My bad.
Do we want to be stealthy with this?
Well, you put the
See-
drone on at the same time I did.
Now
All right, you got yours. You got yours.
Stop
I'll
trying to eat the mic, yeah.
I will
Okay.
eat whatever the fuck I want now.
Don't think my armor helps with stealth, so it is still just heavy armor. So I do still just suck at stealth.
Yay.
I mean, it doesn't
Double
really.
Sorry, if
check
you see
that.
the little dot things on the map, that's just supposed to be the direction the doors open.
Hmm.
They didn't have a token without the dots on the direction the door opens.
Yeah, nothing in the armor lets me have better stealth, so it is still.
The clunkiest of armors.
Mhm. So I am willing to try, but just know that I will fail.
Okay.
You all can sneak a little further behind me if you want, so you're less likely to be noticed. Constantine can like stealth like 10 or 15 feet ahead.
Right, I forgot I did that. I'm a horrible person.
You are. Actually, you know what? You two stealth a decent distance behind me. I will specifically not stealth, and I will make an active perception as I walk through to look for traps and shit.
Okay.
And just accept that I am not stealthing.
Alright, well, Juggernaut, you, like, get down to be really stealthy, and you trip over a rock.
With a big rock.
It's a big rock.
which doorway do we want to go through first? Left, right, or down?
Left.
We.
Okay.
My will
Go ahead and
perception.
go ahead and roll your
Actively-
perception.
so good.
Looks clear to you. That's a door.
I should ask, is it lit conditions down here?
No, it is not. Dark
Okay.
conditions.
Does my blind sense detect anything directly behind the door?
It detects no people.
Good. I will. Yeah, I'll pull out my lantern for the time being.
All right. You pull out the lantern, give it a quick light.
Yep. It is a bullseye lantern, so it is directional, so my friends are still in darkness.
All right.
Yay.
For the sake of stealthing.
You got that mini spotlight. Let's go.
Which technically means if the enemy doesn't have dark vision, Juggernaut got a 22 on stealth.
Does Juggernaut have advantage?
Well, if he's in
the
darkness
dark
and they
vision.
don't have dark vision, then yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. All right, sorry. Yep,
So
yep.
like it depends on if the enemy has dark vision or not.
Yes,
How
yeah.
poorly he did. Which
If they
is
can
fine.
see
Well,
the dark,
actually,
they see me. If they can't, I am
Actually,
gone.
he wouldn't have advantage on stealth. They just have disadvantage on perception checks.
Oh, is that how? Oh, that might be
Yeah,
true.
yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
Well,
Dang.
either way, I open the door.
You
shine a
open
light
the
in.
door. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Let's go. I'm so okay at these.
Maybe I should be in the front.
I blow up.
Okay. You open the door, and as you do, you hear a clunking sound as an axe falls from the ceiling, swinging into your chest. You take. I dropped the d12.
Ah.
That is 4
Dang.
points of slashing damage,
Oh.
and the door breaks open.
Are you
Not
okay,
my blood.
Constantine?
Well, it's less blood than I lost the other day.
Would you guys like to see what I use to mark where the traps are on my GM layer?
Sure.
Is it a middle finger? It's like half off. I can't see it very well.
One second. Let's see.
Is it a mimic?
This, it's this thing. I have these plates because there's no like simple X or something for me to mark where traps are. So I just
Mhm.
have a bunch of these on the GM layer for where the traps
That's
are.
Fair enough,
adorable.
yo.
This
Fair
cave was a mimic.
The cave is a mimic. Anyways,
Mhm.
well, you have triggered that trap, and now, how far out does the hooded lantern go?
I believe 60 feet total, so I think it's 30-30.
Cool. Can you draw me a 60-foot line from your character?
I can do you one better.
Or are you gonna give yourself an aura?
No, I'm gonna give you a 60-foot cone.
Oh, I don't really need a cone.
Well, it's what is made. Look, that little corner there is technically darkness.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
we should send the drone with a passive of 16 through the hall first.
Does it have dark vision?
Yes, 60
Okay.
feet.
Well then, yes. Send the drone. Have it do its job.
And it won't trigger pressure plates.
This is true.
Why?
That's a bad thing. We'd want it to.
Not if
No,
it's looking for traps.
kind of. It doesn't have that much HP. We don't want his drone to fucking die.
Yeah, I guess.
It has 8 hit points. More than a peasant.
I
It
revealed
does
what
have-
I can see.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I think it's going-
long, darkish hallway.
Yeah. How far does it go with its passive perception, Dale? To try to find
it's-
trips.
Hold on. Dealing with some
Mhm.
issues on my end. But it's going to go as generally just down as we slowly move forward.
It'll stay like 20 feet ahead, 25 feet ahead of me, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, so it can just stay 25 feet ahead of me. If it's gone there without seeing any traps, I'll move up behind it, and then it could obviously move up again.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the HP on my token did not update with my... lowering my HP on the sheet. This is interesting.
You know what I am going to do?
Oh, but it says it is in the thing. Interesting.
Oh,
that's really weird.
Oh, I'm not on this, that's why.
The value in when I edit the settings, the value's correct, but it's not updating the actual bar.
We can't see the bar.
Yeah, it's set to only be visible by me, I'm pretty sure. That is
There
interesting.
we go. Now I can see what it can see.
Mm-hmm. Is that a doorway up ahead, or is it just like hallway thinning?
It's nothing. Just the way the tokens on this one work. That is technically its own layer. The things to make it. So it's a weird thing. I'll show you.
It's just the way
when
the
we're
map
done.
connects. Yeah.
I built this map
Or
actually.
rather, doesn't connect.
Yeah.
Come along, everybody. Why?
Miliel is a zombie now.
Killing orphans, demonic possession.
Zombification is probably next on the list.
Does
Lidor.
Does the drone's passive detect anything?
Nope.
Alright, Emilio, you're better at dodging than me. Just in case, you open the door.
I will
Fucking
open the
slams
door.
into it at mock Jesus.
Yeah, I will open the door.
You open the door. Alright. Rocks fall and everyone dies.
Not far enough away, it's safe for us, only Emilio.
I have feather fall. Can I make the rocks fall and not take damage?
There's a door, and then in the bottom of this chamber is a table.
Head
Oh no, not
side.
another table.
Does the table have anything on it? From the looks of it?
Yes, it has a book on it.
Smart man, go to book.
Expendable drone. Check for traps.
The book is open, and there is an ink, a quill there, not ink. Sorry.
I mean, is there ink for the quill, though?
There is. It is bottled and corked for now, though. The drone does not spot any traps.
Alright, let's go see what book. Approaches book cautiously.
Okay. You approach book cautiously.
Books are scary, yo.
You speak Abyssal, right?
I do.
The book says in Abyssal on it, lab notes.
Ah!
I swear, if I get impaled by a spear, this is just a dream come true. Quite literally.
Lab notes, everybody. Start
Okay.
flicking through lab notes, seeing what's what. And the how
Alright.
do.
Boop. It has been shown.
So Constantine will read this to you all. So far, all tests have been a failure. Each soul seems to find the vessel impure, and I cannot keep a hold of the soul long enough to figure out what it needs to properly bind. This trial worked better. Trying to recreate the first vessel seems to appease them more. Perhaps the issue is their willpower. Perhaps I will have to break them first. They try a transplant? I'm assuming that's them try a transplant?
That's my bad, yeah.
They don't know how to write abyssal properly, clearly. The grammar's fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely. This is like their 8th language in their defense.
After trying the theory, the soul seems more willing to stay, but is not bonding properly and merely pupating the vessel, not fusing to it. The rest of the journal appears to be eaten by some rodents. How fucking dare they?
Send tubs
Purify
after the
food and
rodents.
drink to restore it.
Send tubs after the rodents.
Okay. Well, Evidence good. Let's
What
take
the
this.
fuck does all that mean?
Well, you see, it seems like they're trying to bind souls to bodies that
You
aren't their
you
own.
do things with souls. Why don't you learn this stuff?
I'm gonna look to Juggernaut. So, do you want to explain why that's dumb, or should I?
We shouldn't have to.
All right, good. Moving on. He walks away.
I will go up to door. Should I open the door?
Open the door.
I open the door.
Open the door.
Fireball.
It's a hallway, guys.
Hallway. Don't worry, guys. There's a hallway here.
Not a hallway. My only weakness. Nah!
Yeah, you go in front because that way I'm not lit up by your lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Bring your drone back, Dale.
Next to me.
Yeah. As it starts
In the
going
wall.
off, it has detected a trap.
Ooh.
1 second while I reveal said trap.
Oh my god, it's a trap token.
Oh my god.
But what is the trap? That is the question.
Mirror force, activate.
No, it's just a pressure plate there by the seams of it.
Okay. Is it across the whole floor, or is it...
It is across the entire floor.
Okay. Juggernaut will point that out to the other two.
So we could disable it, or try and jump over it.
How confident do you feel disabling the trap, Juggernaut? As a
Which
not
check would
rogue.
that be?
Thieves' tools.
Hey, Thieves' tools. Okay.
If you roll low enough, it might set off the trap, is the one concern.
Oh, wait. I don't need to do it. I can have my drone do it.
Okay.
True, it is more dexterous. You just shove a lockpick in its, like, mouth.
It stabs it in its eye.
I'm gonna
All right,
back
go
up
ahead and
for
have
no
your
particular
drone
reason.
Roll
How
a
did-
thieves' tools.
Why did that get put there? I don't have supreme healing.
1D. You hear a pop, and the plate just kind of sinks into the ground. It seems to be disarmed.
You probably accidentally pulled over supreme healing when we went to do our superior
I
healing
think so, yeah,
potions,
so
and
just-
then deleted it.
Yeah,
but
I just
left
removed it
there.
from my thing, but
Yeah.
at first I wasn't
But
sure
we'll
if
start
Fabian just
continuing.
put it there because I
Yeah.
somehow gained that feature.
Boop.
Yes, give the non-spellcaster supreme healing. Don't.
Do you guys see that door there, or do I accidentally have that on DM there?
There's a door there.
Yeah.
There is a door there.
Sorry, it looks a little weird when the fucking aura
The
goes
aura,
over
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's also a
Mhm.
different door from the other ones.
This is a metal door from the looks of it.
Should I
It
do my
is, in
thing?
fact, heavy metal.
Yeah, Amelia, I don't think the drone sees traps, but if you would like to open the door for safety reasons, stand
Yes.
right here next to Juggernaut.
Safety reasons. I will open
Alright.
the
Safety
door.
reasons.
Amelia, roll an athletics to open this heavy iron door.
Oh, athletics, yes,
Mm-hmm. 10. You push and it just doesn't quite budge.
Can I try pulling?
Sure.
Or is this
Yeah,
it?
the-
Or,
Pull
is,
and
or
pull,
does-
and it doesn't seem to bend.
okay. I wasn't sure.
I was literally about to make a joke of I walk up and pull the door.
That's why I said, can I try to pull the door?
All right, I'll get this one back up.
Okay. Doo-doo.
Athletics to open.
16. You push it and you hear the crack of a wooden chair on the other side as you force the door open.
That would make sense.
I don't like this. Someone wanted to keep something out.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah.
If
Except
you open
for,
it, the drone's got to fly through the small crack.
except for where Johnny?
Darling, honey, love of my life, I don't want to hurt you. I just want to bash your fucking brains in.
Hang on, is there an orphan on the other side? Should I go
There's a
first?
pile of bones. There might
Anyways,
be.
I need Constantine and Emiliel to both roll Constitution saving throws as the door is forced open.
Oh, Emilio backed up.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Constantine then. You managed not to lose your lunch, but it smells rancid in here.
Oh God! Somebody did not know purify food and drink. Ugh. Peek my head and see piles of blood and gore. I'm assuming.
Yeah, piles of blood, gore, and bones. Many a rat chewing their way at some of the gore and viscera.
What do you
Drone
see-
fly in and look if there's anything useful. Otherwise, I don't want to go in there.
What is that awful stench?
People.
I should hope no people smell like that. If they do, I should kill them.
They're still people. They're just not around anymore.
How do you know they're people?
Bones are identifiable.
The drone does not see anything of interest in here. Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry, I'm a filthy fucking liar.
You monster.
Over. Let me just switch it back to this. Overhanging right here is a clipboard with some paper on it.
Ugh, that's important enough.
I'm
Actually,
the
hang on. Can the
fastest.
drone grab that technically? Because normally, like,
Yes, it
homunculi
can.
have hands.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it can grab it. Yeah.
Get that clipboard for me, little buddy. Oh, what a good little buddy he
Assuming
is.
it doesn't detect a trap on the clipboard.
Nope, it does not.
Good
It will grab it
boy.
and bring it back.
Okay. That is this one. Show to players.
Once it's through, I'm gonna close the door.
Close the door, and you get this this paper on the clipboard.
Wait a minute. I recognize one of those names.
Matching numbers, matching numbers. 1 difference in the number. 3 difference in the number. 10 difference in the number. No second number. Interesting.
Is this in common?
Yes.
It's also just
uh,
names, so like.
Guys, I recognize at least one of these names.
What?
Morthorn was the person I failed to defeat to gain entrance into as I open my thing at a temple I wanted to study at.
Oh yeah, I don't think we ever named that temple, did we?
No, we did Temple of Stars.
Okay.
I'm gonna-
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna close the door to stop the stench.
I don't know why his name is on this list, but
Well, it's a last name. It could just be a relative.
it's the same first name, Zidius.
Oh, you just said Morthorn. Say the full name if the full name's recognizable. Come on.
Did any of those bones look like a Luxodon?
Let me
Ugh,
look
pushes
on them
open.
bones.
Pushes open door. Drone, go look for Luxodon, please. Thank you. Sorry, I'm commanding a drone juggernaut.
Have the drone roll a medicine check to determine bones or nature of its choice, whichever's
That
better.
was not what I meant.
Mhm.
it's not too ready to fight, but that's okay.
Okay. Those are both whiz.
Nature is an int.
Okay. Okay, so they're both zeros.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah, I got. There's definitely Luxodon bones there.
The drone has been used to identify corpses before.
Matter of fact, there is Luxodon bones. Oh shit, which one was that one? Where are my notes? Hold on. Tabaxi bones, lizard folk bones, more tabaxi bones, and human bones.
I'm concerned and confused as to why he was here.
Well, you see, he was killed.
Yeah, I've gathered that much. But why was he here in the first place?
He said it was an issue with willpower of the soul's binding. Might have to do with that. Aren't you monks known for willpower?
Indeed, we are.
Well, there you go.
This is definitely something to look into, for sure.
What do the numbers mean? Question, did Morthorn happen to be 245 years old?
It could be years. It could also be weight.
Maybe.
I promise you he weighed more than 245.
I'm not
He
sure.
was. I built his NPC stat shortly after you gave me the backstory. He was 8'2" and had a strength score of 23. I promise you, he weighed more than 245.
How was he so strong? Concern.
Dedicated training, probably.
I don't know how long. Can I roll something to see if I know how long Luxodons live for?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll a nature while I look up Luxodons.
I got a
know they
6.
live
I
that
don't
long
think it'll
out of
matter.
character, but
I don't think
Well,
it'll...
we'll say about a century, 100 years.
So Luxodons typically live about 100 years.
You would know, though, as a monk, some monks do figure out how to age slower if they are powerful enough.
But monks, very powerful monks, have been known to age slower.
so
So,
can't rule it out as a possibility.
but it's very unlikely.
Understood. We also have no idea what any of these other numbers are. Why are some of them the same and some of them different?
Could it be days survived?
It'd be weird to have two different numbers then, wouldn't it?
Maybe died and brought back to life and then killed again? I don't know.
Might be something about them before an experiment and the same stat afterwards.
Indeed. But what stat is then the question? Also, why does this one have... for the one that doesn't have a second number, does it look like smudged off or like it was incomplete and just wasn't written in?
Just never written in by the looks.
Interesting. Why is it
Aside from
first
the
number so
parchment-looking age, it's like pristine there. It doesn't look like anything was ever written on it.
small?
Sounds like we have to explore the other doors that we missed.
I mean, that is generally how exploring a dungeon works, yes.
Yeah.
You go back and explore the rest.
I mean, just saying, you could always split the party.
We could also just leave.
That too. There's nothing stopping you from just leaving.
Is there anything
We're not
stopping us
being
just
paid.
from fast tracking back to the
No,
entrance?
no.
No.
You guys
We
can
disabled the
fast
only
track.
trap along the way. So
I was
yeah.
just making sure that no entities
Yep.
showed up on our
No,
path
that's
back.
absolutely fine.
Okay.
We're gonna go to this door next.
Here, let me help you out there,
Disagree.
Dale.
Thank you.
Disagree. We're going through the right door.
Okay.
I
Also,
mean, you can
Nelio,
both open doors.
open it.
I opened the door.
Okay, you
Cunt.
open the door. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I knew it.
I should be good at these with any luck.
11 is a failure.
Damn it!
Jesus.
You open the door and you hear the sound of a crossbow bolt. Sink! And you will take.
Wait, can I use
You can.
haha.
It is ranged
Go
attack.
ahead and roll your
D10
deflect
plus
missiles
dex
while
plus
I
monk.
find my D8.
Mhm.
There it is.
So 5
Ooh.
plus 6, 7, 8. The monk level plus dex already negates a D8's max damage. Do you still want me
It
to
has
roll?
modifiers.
Okay. I wasn't sure if or whatnot, but so 10 total.
10 total. That beats its 9. Just barely. You sink and you catch it.
Yeah, so I do use a key point.
You only use a key point to throw it back.
Throw it back.
and
Yeah,
it's
you're
2
not
key
throwing
points.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
No,
you,
yeah,
you have your
yeah.
reaction cannon. So You don't have to
Yes.
burn
Yeah.
any key points.
That's right, yeah. Sorry, it's been a while since
Yep.
I had to use this, so.
We have avoided combat pretty well. We've made
Mhm.
friends.
Yeah,
You
so,
have.
yeah, as the arrow just
Yeah,
comes
Except
Except
for when
Besides
Amelia
bleed
punched the
and-
shit out of the...
That wasn't
Another
even
child.
that wasn't combat, that was slaughter.
This is true. We never rolled initiative.
True.
But yeah, I just, like, my hand goes up in front of my face as I catch this before it hits me.
Yep.
Yeah, that is how catching something works, yes.
Well, I can
I
also...
catch it after it hit me.
I could catch it as it went past
I
me.
catch it with my face.
Well, see, I could catch it before it hits me, past me. Like, I could turn to the side and catch it as it's going past.
No, I know. I'm just making a joke. But Kenneth, you literally described it as I lift my hand and to catch it. Oh, it's like, yes, that's how catching a thing works.
Gonna punch your face
With-
in the face.
I'm gonna punch your face with my foot.
I will once again follow behind the drone.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, careful, there's traps.
We know.
Yeah, that's why we're having the drone go first.
There's another door here. Backs
It's
up.
not sensing any. Your drone is not sensing any traps.
I opened the door.
You open said door. Loop.
I was gonna say, is this over here like a door or?
It's just another part of the room.
Okay.
Looks
I
like
don't
a wall
can't see that I
probably
went to the
crumbled
same
here.
spot.
It's not that weird when we're going through doors.
I need to see. Lab notes, prisoners log, the next one. Okay, yep. Nothing much of interest here. You see a fireplace. Not lit, pretty dusty. It looks like this was probably an improvised kitchen.
Is
Couple
there any
potted
food?
plants with potatoes.
That sounds like food. I'm gonna get some food for Tubbs.
Okay, you get some. You pick some of the potatoes out of the earth. Toss them in your bag. Tubbs makes raccoon noises.
Moves along with
Drone is sensing no traps.
I open door.
Fucking explode.
Okay, I need you to roll a death saving throw.
Wait a minute.
Long hallway.
It's literally the Grim Reaper, and you made eye contact, so you just need to roll this.
Wait, Azatel isn't here.
He's the soul farrier on the River Styx. There is actually a difference between them in my world.
Oh no.
There is the celestial of the god of the dead, whose job it is to bring the souls to the River Styx.
Fair enough.
Once they're in the River Styx, they're Azatel's problem.
You think Azrael gets to go out and enjoy the world?
That's illegal.
I mean, he gets to take the boat between the different planes of existence. That's pretty cool, at least.
Yeah, he just isn't allowed off the boat, and the boat's not allowed off the River Styx.
It like touches the other planes though a little bit.
I mean, it passes through every plane, so in every
Yeah.
plane there is a part of the River Styx that goes through it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
He-
like
so he
most
gets to-
notable in Hell, where it's just the only water source is the River Styx. Anyways, yeah, it's not sensing any traps as it goes through
Yeah.
here.
Do we want to go left or right?
What does it? Let's see what it looks like as we get closer.
All right. Looks around corner.
Bloop.
There's a door.
I'm gonna
Looks
sprint
around
down.
corner.
I was gonna say,
There's another corner.
what? This door looks different than the others. Is that just a design thing, or is it actually like?
It looks more well made, actually. Yes.
Should, I'll
Should
come.
probably check this first.
It is made out of oak wood and reinforced with steel bars.
Well, that might be hard to open.
Someone want to go check it for traps?
Pats the drone on the head.
Drone is not sensing any traps.
Is it locked?
Do you try to open it?
Yes.
It is locked. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Looks to
Send the good boy.
looks to drone.
Juggernaut, thank you for making this thing. It is wonderful.
It
Also, is it your son?
Amazingly helpful.
9. It does not open. Clunk, clunk.
Can
Drone can't seem to pick the lock.
how sturdy of a lock does it look to be?
Really sturdy. It's an oaken door, reinforced with steel.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the lock specifically.
Steel lock.
You can try.
In order to, Kenneth, in order to break the lock, you'd have to break the door, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
You are more likely to get through the oaken wooden parts than you are the lock.
Well,
Amelio,
That being said,
help...
you are more than welcome to try and force it open.
Alright, Amelio, help me.
I will assist.
Oh, we could also always come back to this
Mhm.
lock.
Nope, helping me. Is it an athletics check to break a door?
It is an athletics check. Emilio is helping, so you have advantage. 20, that is what you need. You shoulder check it while Emilio kicks the other side, and with both of you, the doors swing open and fall off their iron hinges.
I feel so powerful.
We are so
Pass spell.
strong together.
Like, yes,
Notably,
together.
the lock is still in place.
Yeah, the door
The
just came
door
off.
fell off the hinges. The
Yeah.
hinges broke before the door.
What a good lock.
Someone should use that door as a shield.
It's a little big.
Not for like an orc.
Yeah, it's still 10 feet wide, Kenneth.
It's just a tower shield. Don't
Yeah,
worry about
Ogre
it.
might be able to wield that as a tower shield. Kenneth.
Your Roomba senses no traps. Sorry, it's just a Roomba now.
It is.
That's all I'm envisioning in my head.
I
is
like
it's a
that I asked
Roomba.
Juggernaut if it was his son and then got no answer. Constantine is concerned it might be his child.
So yes, you see a rather small bed here. There are some light decorations that have been ruined with time. And then there is a journal on the bed.
Well, let me go see what that is, I suppose. I'm also gonna look under the bed real quick to see if there's
Okay.
anything else there.
You look under the bed. There's a boogie monster under there. He's gonna eat your toes when you're sleeping.
Hell yeah, the bagman!
The bagman, even better. Nothing under the bed.
Okay. I'll open up the journal. Is it also an abyssal?
Okay, so as you step to grab the journal, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Good, good. Oh no, I rolled bad.
You did. No one else is within 10 feet of the bed, just you, so they are out of range. A high-pitched screech goes off.
Ah,
You
rude!
take... that is 12 points of thunder damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And you hear it echo throughout the chamber.
Is it
After
just
that-
incoherent noise, or is it...
It's just like a high-pitched screech.
Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't sound like somebody screaming, it's just
No,
loud
it's
noise.
just like someone
Yeah,
played the highest octave that they could on a bagpipe.
Ooh.
Is it continuous or just?
It screams off for a second or two and then dissipates.
I don't like traps. Ugh. Takes the book.
Alright, you take the book. And yes, it is in Abyssal. And it
Reading
appears to
with
be
Constantine.
some kind of journal.
Some of the pages ripped out, books old and worn with many water stains on the cover. This is a lot longer for reading. It's ridiculous. Once again, he's having me finish what he couldn't be bothered to do. For the Master of Arcane Arts, he sure can't seem to figure out anything new out. He has me cutting deals with Abelis and Dracoliches to find breakthroughs. Small treasure pile he gave me helps, but I keep telling him if he wants me to cut good deals, then spell scrolls and secrets are the way to go. I've been using the treasure to go into town and buy spell scrolls, but the common folk, I'm going to assume that means,
Folk, yeah, sorry.
just don't have powerful enough scrolls to be worth trading, and when they do, it is horribly overpriced. The Aboleth needs funding for something he is planning. I traded a large portion of the treasure for most of the Aboleth scrolls. Fortunately, none of them are what I immediately needed. I should be able to trade them off at some point. But Draco Lich wants a scroll of tree stride. If I can give him that, he says he can get me a bonding agent for the souls that won't leave the souls in pieces. The king is getting to be a pain in the ass, leaving randomly. I can't keep track of him and all this research. I'm gonna have to pick one or the other to focus on. Trying to split my attention like this will make me fail on both fronts. If I can get good enough results here, maybe I can convince him to take it up again. That will at least buy me a few years of rest. I miss the old king. He was dutiful but far too trusting.
That's not looking good for the king.
What? It's looking fine for the king. That makes it sound like the king is not interested in what's going on here. Do you not have reading comprehension?
No, I
no,
do.
he doesn't.
The king is getting to be a pain in the ass leaving randomly. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And they need to focus on either him or the research or fail in both fronts, meaning they're doing something else involving the king.
Interesting.
Reading comprehension.
I just wasn't listening fully.
Improbable.
I was reading while you were reading, so it was just kind of...
I mean, if I'm reading, just listen.
I love audiobooks.
Audiobook, good. It's also great because it means I'm auto-correcting all the little mistakes for you.
Yes, I
had to do that a few
sorry,
times. The
that
Socrates.
That's the first thing I did when I woke up, so this was very tired brain typing that.
It's mostly correct, and it's at least coherent.
Yeah, small spelling errors. All the words were right, and that was the main thing.
I mean, I'm seeing some
With the
grammatical
exception of the one that's supposed to be they.
I'm seeing some grammatical errors, but those are for the nitpicky brains.
Well, maybe they just don't have that sort of grammatical thing in Abyssal.
Fair enough.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm actually curious what you're seeing as a grammatical issue.
Uh,
Because while a lot of this, I would say, is not perfect grammar, none of it is incorrect.
No, well,
It's
There's
just
a
not...
shit ton of wrong punctuation,
Yeah,
and that
there-
there's
yeah.
a lack
there's
of
no
punctuation.
there's no apostrophes in I'm and I'll.
Yeah, that's not grammar.
Yeah, that's punctuation, and I don't give a shit enough to do that.
Anyway, does this seem to be the same handwriting as the research notes, or is it different handwriting?
Same handwriting as the research notes and the prisoner log.
Okay, good. So that's good at least. That's evidence. If we ever come across this type of handwriting, just because there's no reason not to make sure. Constantine will try to think if he's seen this handwriting before anywhere.
Go ahead and roll a history check.
No reason not to at least.
Can I
check.
assist with this?
You can roll your own.
It's
probably.
your mother's handwriting. Yeah, you can roll your own.
Okay.
Because it might have been because you might have seen this before we started playing and be in your own personal history.
Mm-hmm. I would do something with personal history with you guys.
Do you want me to roll for the 1 year of
Yeah, why not?
potential history?
Yeah, you've been around.
We're all rolling.
Keep rolling.
You guys don't recognize it.
11, 12, 13, 14.
It's there's no like. It's weird. It looks like the person who wrote it didn't have hands that work properly, but for Abyssal, it's very neatly written.
Well,
And
because
weirdly
Abyssal is
enough,
usually very scratchy language, right?
It's very scratchy, yes. And notably, it's also weird just seeing things written in Abyssal. It's not really written very often.
It's one of those more
but it's
spoken...
not. Yeah, but it's not like deep speech where there's literally no written language. It's just
No, it has a written
uncommon to
language. It's
see.
just very rarely used. Most of the times, Abyssal
because-
is for
it's because
demons. Most of the time, demons do verbal contracts. They will
Yeah.
rarely write things down unless they have to.
Weirdly enough, it's because verbal contracts are more mutable than written contracts. Weird how that works.
Yeah, let's help jack off the horse, guys.
Wait a minute.
If we don't have a comma in there, it changes it entirely.
All right. Well, I'm in Spain without the S. Lay on hands myself for 10.
Okay. You touch yourself real good. The tinnitus in your ears kind of fades out a bit.
I'm saving 5 in case something diseases us, because it's good to have a
Yo.
oops disease happen off button.
Mm-hmm. Itchy back.
Okay.
That's a disease.
Oh no.
Itchy back disease.
Itchy back disease. What a terrible
You
disease.
just want back scratches the entire time.
Alright, down the other way. We know it was safe up to here.
Yep.
So I go here. All right, drone, do a ziggy zaggy. A wiggly woogly.
Zigzag, zoog, zig.
Wee.
Hallway.
Hulwy.
Hallway.
Dungeoneering. Weirdly enough, I have a hunch on where the crossroads up there leads.
No, you don't. It's definitely a whole new area. It definitely doesn't just kind of connect. It definitely doesn't. It would never do that. I would never be so lazy with my map design.
Take a peek. Is there anything interesting down this hallway? Like a trap on the
No.
inside of this door?
Oh, well, as it happens, you look there, and you do happen to see a vial of poison, just, like, hanging in a bucket above the door.
It's just the fucking trick where you prop the bucket above a
Yeah.
doorway.
Yes,
but
pretty
with
much.
poison.
But with poison. And or acid. It's hard to tell. Some kind of green fluid.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's just
Delicious.
avoid that way. Actually, wait, if it's basic poison, that's worth a lot of money. Could the drone go collect that, please? That's like 100 gold right there. If it's poison.
50 if it's acid.
Mm-hmm.
It's either 1 or half a platinum.
No, a platinum is 10 gold.
I stupid.
It's
Can
either
confirm.
5 or 10 platinum.
You guys trust me for numbers?
The drone
No,
goes
that's
and
why we
picks up-
told you were wrong.
picks up the open vial of acid. It is acid.
Hmm. That's still money.
Never lucky.
Alright, guys, we made money this dungeoneering trip.
How are you going to cork it? Because there is no cork for the bottle. I mean, you could just let it sit there open in your pouch, but you do have.
I'm gonna take one of the potatoes and like mush it to the top of the thing so it makes like a little seal with a bit of potato.
Okay.
And we're just gonna have the drone hold it upright. So this way it can't like splash out.
Okay, the drone is floating around with a vial of acid.
Next combat is just gonna drop the vial on someone.
If we can find like alchemy equipment in here, we can get a proper vial to hold it in.
Yeah.
But-
So notably, as your drone comes back, it does sense a trap.
Oh. It's a melee out. Wait a minute.
Wait, no.
Trap.
It's a trap. Is it a pressure plate?
It is not a pressure plate. It is an axe hanging above the ceiling with a tripwire.
Okay, so we can just step over the tripwire.
Yes.
Or we could go straight.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying when we need to get past the trap, we can. I said we can, not we do. Well, we know to the way to the left doesn't loop back up, so I feel like it's worth going that way.
Fair enough.
I mean, you never know. The way down could loop back up.
I mean, if it goes up some stairs, it technically could. We just also know there's no doorways. It would have to be a secret passage, which could exist.
All right, I'm just
We don't
gonna
know if the
save
architect was on
myself
crack.
a little bit of time by doing this.
Oh, yeah, okay. Do you want to just, say where the drone would need to stop?
Yeah, sure. Let's see here. It is. Oh, right. Okay, I'm still on reveal tool. That's why it wasn't letting me click it.
Mm,
So the drone would need to stop Here. Where is layer? There we go. Jesus Christ, I couldn't find layer.
Thank God for this drone having one really good eye.
So yeah, you walk down. This one is a pressure plate.
Alright, back up. Let the drone do the thing. Hopefully succeed. Actually, you know what? I want to improve his chances of succeed. I'll stand next to the plate with him. I'll assist the drone by holding his tools for him.
All right. Drone gets to
I'll
make
hold
a
the
sleight
vial
of
of
hand
acid
with
for him.
advantage. Yeah, you hold the vial of acid for him.
Good
Thank
thing.
God I did
for
that.
advantage. You disarm the trap, and you actually see a what's it called? The thing for blowing air on a fire in a
A
fireplace.
bellows.
A bellows. You see a bellows. It has like a little bit of a wax seal on the tip of it, and there's no way for air to intake. It seems like it's filled with something.
Ah. Cream. Just shoots cream.
Someone just uses a billow to make cream-filled goods. So yeah, if you would like to take that, you guys can.
What do we think it's filled with? What wax stops with? I guess it could be alchemist fire because that ignites when in contact with
Yeah.
air, so the wax seal would prevent that.
It could be. It could also be.
It could be poison.
It can't be acid. I feel like acid would melt.
Yeah, it would eat. through the
Acid would
leather.
absolutely eat through the leather and wood. Just nom 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 nom.
It's an orphan.
Aerated orphans.
It's a halfling shoved into a bellows.
Obviously, why didn't I think of that?
I start jumping on it. No, just kidding. I can't think of anything else it could, unless the seal is magic and like releasing the trap sets off a magic spell of some kind. But I don't know
Not
why.
impossible, but I feel like it wouldn't be just wax at that point.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like it could be that,
Yeah.
but like
At that point, there wouldn't really need to be a seal at all.
exactly.
Notably, as well, the drone would notice that this trap had a connection to the trap ahead of it. So if you set off this trap, it also would have set off the previous trap.
Does it look like
Odd.
it's the only connection?
Yes.
Interesting. Well, we can go see
Might
what
be a
the
hallway wide trap.
hear me out. This is filled with water, and that shoots a lightning bolt.
I say it could be. It could
That
be.
would be such a good idea. Holy shit! I am adding that to another fucking cave.
I would say this one could
You're
be gas or oil, and then the other thing is fire, so that it makes an
Also
explosion.
plausible. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if
Combination traps are always
decided
fun.
on not taking the bellows.
I said I'd bring it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have carrying capacity. It's fine.
Add
Got 23
mystery
strength.
bellows to your inventory.
Was it an action to set off? Probably.
Yes, it's a use object
Yeah.
action. Go ahead and have the eye roll another sleight of hand to disarm this trap.
I'll help again. I'm paranoid now. I want my little buddy to
Did
succeed.
not need it.
25. Just pop it open, and you notice that this one seems to be connected to the roof, and you kind of take a peek up there. The roof is full of like darts from a blow dart covered with poison.
Oh. That makes it even weirder that these two are connected. What the fuck?
Yeah.
So a bunch of poison blow darts and a mystery-filled bellows.
This was a fun trap I had.
It's magnetic gas.
Magnetic ingenious.
That
Or
exists,
the way
right?
the traps were set up. It was designed to be keeping something in instead of out. Because if they hit the darts first, and then if the second one had gas, it would move down the hallway towards them.
Perhaps, yeah. Or it's just like, it could just be oil to make it slip as it runs through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this might be a deterrent for leaving as opposed to entering. Because yeah, there's no way for the darts to affect, because like the way they would fall would just be falling down, right? It doesn't look like it'd be shot towards the bellows.
No.
Okay, then yeah, so interesting. Well, let's prepare that there might be something on ahead. In which case, I'm going to drink one of my many potions of healing.
Going to have your drone stop there real quick.
Ooh.
I misread or misremembered its passive perception, so it does actually see this trap. Sorry, I rolled
Yay.
a sleight of hand for every trap in this room when you guys had
Oh,
your
boy.
guy go through to see how
Mhm.
well the person setting up the trap hid them, and he has not rolled very great. He's had a couple good ones, but not all of them.
Like the book.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was a 26 sleight of hand,
Damn.
which is a nat 20 for it. So another trap there. This one is also a pressure plate.
Help the thing with the to do the thing. And once again, hold the bottle.
Okay. You go to disarm the pressure plate like the rest, and it just thump, falls. This is a 30-foot pit.
Oh.
Okay. I presume we can get by it.
Yeah, having seen it, you guys can very carefully edge your way by it.
Hear me out. I lay my boat across it as a bridge.
There you go.
My
You'll
boat.
walk the not quite plank.
Yo,
Make it a little safer to cross and then fold back up the boat.
Yep. And then a set of iron doors.
Oh, or sacrifice, I mean monk. It's great not having a rogue and having to send different party members to do different parts of this.
I need to start banning rogues if I'm going to do dungeons. It's so much more fun.
Yeah, it's so much more fun having everyone do a little bit of everything.
Emilio, are you going to open the door?
Yes.
Kenneth just
The
forgot how
second
to
you
move.
touch the handle, the door flies open, a dragon just eats you.
Yeah,
The king's there. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to my house. Hum.
I opened the door.
Open the door. You see armor scraps rusted away, weapons in poor condition. Clothing rotting, disintegrating, whatever happens with clothing when they're left alone for a very long time.
Column A, column B.
Yeah.
Does it look like there used to be anything in here? Like any signs of like a big creature or something?
There's a lot of like scrapes all across the floor that look like things being dragged in and out. It's set up kind of like an armory.
Huh.
Like it has like wooden racks and stuff on the walls that are just rotted away at this point.
Well, we can scour it for anything, but from the sounds of it, there's not going to be anything interesting in here.
Yeah, roll an investigation to look through.
I'll help Juggernaut.
Okay.
I like the int person having advantage on investigation.
23.
Yeah.
Juggernaut, you're kind of scraping through, and you don't really see anything of value until you see very peculiar scrape marks by the west wall in the middle. And you notice that there is a hidden door here.
Secret tunnel.
Secret
Through the
tunnel.
mountains.
I mean, literally, we are
Something,
in a mountain.
something. Yeah.
Okay, since he saw it, can we just open it, or do we have to find him?
It is an athletics check to open it, because it is just a 3-foot stone wall.
Spits on hands, rubs them together,
I will
gets
assist.
ready to pull.
Okay,
Yoink.
Constantine, that does it.
You contributed 1.
Woo!
You crank it, and it is a heavy door. You are
Thank
having
God
a
I
hard
bought
time
this belt.
opening it. Bloop. You see 2
Treasure.
chests.
Backs away. Backs away. Does the drone doth see any traps?
The drone doth not see traps.
I still don't trust it.
Okay. Lemeliel, you open it. You're less likely to be hit.
I'll open this one first.
Okay. You step in. Constantine, you are in range.
No. Am I?
Yep. Dexterity saving throw.
No.
Me as well?
What? It's a 25
No,
foot?
it's not. It's not. It's a glyph on the ground in front.
Oh.
You're 20 feet, which is in
Meliel,
range.
you dick.
You told me to open it!
Dexterity saving throw from both of you.
We die together. You were the one who told me to
That's
open
gonna
it, though, so...
Yeah, but you should have let me know that you were gonna step on a glyph. Come on.
You should have told me there
Have
was a
that
glyph.
foresight, forehead.
Juggernaut should have told me there was a glyph there. Come on.
You should have better perception than the fucking ball.
What the fuck is that probability? You guys take 8 fire damage as a very weak and pathetic fireball spits out.
Did I
I
get
rolled
6 1?
8 ones.
Oh my god!
Fuck?
So it's less of a fireball and more of a fire puff.
Yeah, it's like
Dust explosion.
The glyph was really scraped up.
really. It just gets kind of warm in here, you know.
What
I
is
cannot believe I just. What are the odds of that? That is like astronomically low.
that is yeah, 8 1s?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, so it's a 1 in 6 of 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 a 1 in 6. Jesus.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equals. That's a 1 in 10 million.
Wow. Yeah, because if it was a 3rd level, that would be exactly 8 dice, so
Yep.
yeah.
It was a 3rd level fireball.
Wow. What's in the chest?
Right, so in the chest,
I back up an extra 5 feet.
they are not trapped and they are not locked because, you know, the hidden wall
Yeah.
with a DC 20
not-
to find it and the fireball glyph were supposed to protect it.
Yeah, they're not hidden or locked. They're mimics.
I have first pick on the.
Uh,
I have first pick on these chests. Let's
This
go.
was a cell.
No, you get
Not
to
a-
open it.
yeah.
We'll see if you take anything. Kevin.
So, what happens here? These are the spell scrolls that were mentioned in the journal.
Yay!
Emilio, roll a 1d10.
Oh no.
Oh my fucking god.
There's 8 scrolls there, aren't there?
No. There's an
No.
8th level scroll in there.
Oh.
Spells. Let's see here. Filters. Level.
Resurrection.
Class.
Resurrection.
Wizard.
Resurrection's an 8th level spell.
Apply. It's a 7th.
I mean,
You
I
guys
guess
just
it could be
wanna
an
add 'em to
upcast
mine.
I
resurrection
think that means
spell.
this is reincarnate then, right? I think that's an 8th level.
I thought that was 9th, but I could be misremembering.
Roll me a d20 now, Kenneth. There's about 20 here.
16.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There is a scroll of sunburst.
Oh.
That is quite good, and I believe on the paladin spell list, technically speaking.
It
Even
is
though it doesn't
cleric,
go high?
druid, sorcerer, wizard.
Okay, I thought that was one of the
Paladins
ones that's
can't
like...
learn 8th level spell slots.
Sorry, no, I'm thinking of how Pathfinder did it, where there were ones that were technically on your list but weren't castable.
Is this the only thing in the chest?
No, technically, between the two chests, there's gonna be one spell scroll for each of you, is how I planned on doing it.
Yay.
So all
So,
3 scrolls remain.
2
Of the-
scrolls.
I meant of like what they got,
Oh,
like
yes,
the
yes.
3 remaining scrolls of like their haul.
Muffin, go ahead and roll a d10.
so
Come on, 9. I would like a wish.
No, please.
I think that means it's a cantrip. based
It's a
on how-
cantrip, yes, because
Yeah.
on a d10, the 10 is a 0, so it is a
Yeah.
cantrip.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
Let's see here.
Sunburst actually is really appropriate for my character.
Yeah. Praise the sun.
Yep. And with that being the case, I'm gonna make it thematic still. That's a Toll the Dead scroll.
Yeah.
For God's
Theme.
sake. Juggernaut, 1d10 please.
So I'll add a scroll of Sunburst because we're each getting
Yep.
one. So I was gonna hand it to Juggernaut because it was a scroll, but
Mhm.
Oh god damn it.
Another cantrip. Thank Christ.
All of the spell power went to the 8th level spell.
Let's see. What makes sense for Juggernaut to have for a
if it
cantrip?
makes you guys feel better, I probably won't ever be able to use this scroll.
What is
You're
it?
probably gonna
Mold
have to give
Earth
it to
or
Juggernaut.
something? Yeah. So Kenneth, for you to
what
cast
was
that,
that?
since you are not able to cast, since you're not able to cast spells, you need to make a DC 18 Arcana check to cast that.
Yeah, so I won't be I'll be giving it to Juggernaut to cast at some point.
Juggernaut, you get a scroll of Mold Earth.
It's great. It's not mold as in shape, it's mold as in it's moldy earth.
I'm sorry that all the spell power went to my scroll, though, guys.
It's fine, it's giving it to Juggernaut anyway.
Yeah.
It sounds like we just found a nuke for Juggernaut. I'm happy.
I mean, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you guys just got like until you hit like level 9, a one-hit kill boss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hang on to it for now.
Especially if
but-
it's weak to Radiant.
Fucking Christ. Wait, hold on a second.
Draco Lich, anyone?
And Kenneth, I should probably hold on to it because in any situation we use it, you're probably gonna be dead.
Come on now.
All right.
What are your hit points? What are your hit points?
Mine,
Yeah, how many hit points do you have?
38.
I have 41. I'm
You-
I can heal myself, and I have several uses of defensive field, as well as false life, as well as certain attacks I can just negate all damage of specific dexterity save attacks.
So, on top of that, you guys also find 36 gold. A couple of gemstones worth 10 gold pieces.
So 2 10 GP
Yeah.
gemstones.
And then you find 1 diamond worth 500 gold.
Ooh.
I think that's a component for it. One second, let me double check real quick. Yeah, diamond worth 500 gold pieces.
That's a real good diamond.
That's a real good diamond.
That's like a fist-sized diamond.
That's like a 5th level spell sized component diamond.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm gonna put the diamond in the office right away.
Yep. Okay.
Just immediately, that's going to the
You,
office.
you open up the portable hole and you see Tubbs in there doing taxes.
When?
I knew he was a druid.
A druid stuck
He
in
puts them
raccoon.
away in a filing cabinet. You don't remember putting a filing cabinet in there, but it's in there.
A druid stuck in raccoon form that you have befriended.
I'm fine with this.
So yeah, that
I mean,
is.
considering that would have to either be a cursed person or a level 20 archdruid to stay in wild shape forever, I'm fine with this.
Little did you know, it's just some poor taxman that got cursed. He got true polymorphed into a raccoon.
But
and he's
kept his
stuck
mental
with it now.
stats.
Anyways, so yeah, that's what you guys found.
Mm-hmm.
And in case you were wondering, no, you would not have found a wish spell if it was a 9th level spell slot.
I
It was going to
know.
be Storm of Vengeance because it's my favorite fucking spell.
That's such a good spell.
It's my favorite fucking 9th level spell.
It also would have been very thematic for me. My boat.
My boat in the acid rain.
There's one hallway we have yet to look down.
Mm-hmm. Redeploy the boat to get across pit trap. Actually, look, I'll shine the bullseye lantern down the pit trap. Is there anything down there?
Nope. It's just a 30-foot drop. If you guys leave your tokens where they are, I will actually just move you back a little
Sounds
faster,
good.
I think.
Sounds Gucci, bruh.
Bloop. Far easier. So yeah, you guys detected that trap, but I don't think you disarmed this one, right?
No, we have not gone that way
But
yet.
it was a tripwire, you said.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just a
so we can just
tripwire.
hop
You can
over.
step over it, right? It's another axe trap. Reveal tool.
Reveille.
And then over to this on GM layer. Boop! Another trap.
You know what? Since me and Kenneth found and bought our fucking baller-ass legendary items, Juggernaut, do you want to just take all the gold there and the gems? Since you didn't get a legendary magic item.
No, that's fair.
Sure.
I think that's a little bit fair. When it's that low amount of money anyway, just like, yeah, you have the spare gold.
Yeah,
This is fair.
this is the way.
So this one is actually the first glyph that you guys have managed to see before it goes off.
Ooh, fancy.
Rolled a 6 sleight of hand.
Hell.
So, you do see a magical glyph on the ground.
Are there different rules for disarming magic traps in 5e? I do not remember.
I don't think
Genuinely.
so, unless the spell states otherwise, and it doesn't. So, just a sleight of hand to shove some lockpicks in the magical glyph to turn it off.
I helped the thing.
I feel like
I think the idea is,
you scrape
I
away
think-
the glyph, I think, is what.
yeah. It's stuff like you're messing with the spell.
I just like the idea of you just shove a lockpicks in the middle of it.
Yeah, though thank God I helped.
21!
You turn the glyph off, quite literally. You shove a lockpick in it and just turn it.
Yeah, the glyph dissipates.
We just flip the tile over.
This has become one of those tile puzzle games where you slide to match.
So do you guys like my long, ominous hallway?
Oh, it's great. I'm not constantly worried about just a rock chasing us constantly.
I'd hum the Indiana Jones theme if I knew it. Wiz, more hallway.
Holy shit, hallway. Send the drone down the hallway.
Yeah, sorry, I was typing it into my.
We're
stuff.
leaving Juggernaut behind.
No worries.
I mean, we know he's following.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to control 2 characters and type stuff into his inventory. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'd move him, but that requires me to come off the lighting layer.
It
Constantine,
requires you to come. Yes.
back where you were.
Oh.
Back you fell, BC did not see this trap. As you step at a pressure plate that you just could not tell was there, as it is covered in such a heavy
That's a
layer
literal
of dust,
landmine.
goes off, and you hear the sound of a bellows.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I need you and Emilio to roll a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Yeah, I think I'm immune to disease, not poison, because paladins only get immune to
Yeah.
disease early. I do think it's
What type
funny.
of trap is this, Joey?
Oh, it was a pressure plate trap.
Oh, is it like gas or
You're immune to the poison condition, aren't you?
Yeah.
no resistance?
No. Oh.
Oh yeah, you have advantage. against
Okay, then
poison,
you do
not-
need to as
yeah.
well, because it's a 15-foot.
But yeah, I was also saying if it's.
Oh no,
gas,
it's a
I don't
15-foot.
bring-
You are not in range of it. Never mind.
Oh my
Okay.
god, it like comes like right in front of your face.
Yeah.
again.
Constantine. That is a failure
Yeah, it's very
on malice.
bad. Ooh.
So you are poisoned for 1 hour, and the poison creature is blinded.
Oh good guys, I can
Blinding
still see him for
lasts
10
an
feet.
hour.
I can
Yeah,
see for 10
it's
feet.
true. You can.
Does your lay on hands do things for?
I could use 5 to remove the poison. Yes.
It might
Because
be
lay on
worth it.
hands is poison or disease. If I'm remembering correctly, it's poison or disease. Yeah.
Yeah, it's poison.
But you do
I
have
can
blind sight.
I can see for 10 feet.
Yeah.
Didn't you just save 5 for this purpose?
Yeah, but this isn't like something doing constant
Yeah.
damage over time. So it's
Yeah, it's
less
like a
of a
puff
problem.
of malice that dissipates pretty quickly.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
after you're blinded, it kind of dissipates throughout the room, and
If
the other
if
two are
Emilio
fine.
had failed, I would have used it on her like instantly. But blind is not the worst effect for me.
Yeah.
In fact, if I use my fog bank, it literally is this means nothing
Yeah.
to me
True.
if I just use fog bank.
True.
So like,
You close your eyes.
Nice day,
Oh, oh.
You'll.
almost feel like nothing changed at all.
What song is that? Why am I blanking on the name?
Pompeii.
Pompeii by Bastille.
Thank you.
Well, I'm already blind, so guys, I think we might know what the bellows is now.
Yes, you may now change it to Bellows of Malice.
Hold that up in front of a Medusa, and we're good to go.
I mean, at that point, I'd want to spray ourselves.
Yeah.
Would you voluntarily spray yourself with poison malice?
Actually, I didn't even think about that. Constantine is really good at fighting Medusa because he
Yeah.
can just literally close his eyes and fight them.
Yep. And Basilisk.
God, I'm such a hero.
Wait,
Do it
if
with my eyes closed.
Let's see here. Reveal all of these, and then.
Oh my god.
This.
I will stay next
And
to
then
the
boop.
drone. I will stay within 10 feet of the drone so I can follow him while being blinded.
Okay. So there's another trap here. This one is another string trap.
Okay.
And
Step over this one.
yeah, you can just step over it. But you notice as you step over it, you look up and you notice the ceiling's like slightly moving, like it's hanging by a thread.
Hmm.
Anyways, you move past the 600-pound ceiling plates.
Oh my god.
Rocks fall. Everyone die.
I did put that in here. Anyways. Bloop.
I don't like how long this hallway is.
What's the matter? You don't like long hallways?
No. Thank God
Look,
we
it sounds like it's giving plenty of time for my blindness to wear off.
thank God we have this drone.
Look, if we have to walk for an hour, I'll be able to see again. It's okay.
Oh, you're halfway there. Oh,
Oh.
Anyways,
I like how
another
Fabian
tripwire.
purposely sounding bad still sounded better than Kenna.
Oh, we're halfway there.
Discord
Oh.
is saving us.
Yep.
Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and reveal a
Look, I wish I was good at singing. I want to be good at singing.
Then learn.
How?
I'm just going to just
So does he have to disarm this trap, or is it another tripwire?
it's another tripwire. Just give me a second, because I'm just gonna revealing the whole hallway now.
Fair enough.
Holy fuck.
I rolled
That's
for
a
the rest of them.
fucking
Your
hallway.
drone sees the rest of them. They're all tripwire traps after this. And by the way, there
Oh,
are
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more traps that you guys step over on your way down.
Okay. Remember that this hallway is nothing but tripwires. If we have to run.
Yep. Just get ready to hop a lot.
Hey, you're a bunny. You should be good at that.
I am, yes. Doesn't mean you are.
I'm just gonna go ahead and reveal them. See, I actually got really unlucky when I did this one. He didn't roll over a 10 for most of these. Like, well, he has a +6 to his sleight of hand. So, on average, he kind of
Yeah,
should
wow.
be beating out the passive perception.
Who is this he?
It's him.
It's to him.
Presumably the journal writer.
Him.
But it could also be Balthazar.
Could be.
Because he would have been here while mind control.
Mm-hmm. Good stretch. Anyways. Door.
I guess since you guys have been hit quite a bit, I'll do this one.
I've got 30 HP still.
I'm
It's
at
not
38.
bad.
Okay, then.
Or 33, sorry.
I'm contemplating drinking one of the greater potions.
I will open this door.
Okay. This door is locked with 3 locks on it.
I'll come up and get ready to remove the door.
I will aid you with this.
Because the drone, we can assist the drone first on unlocking them, but if it doesn't work, I will just remove the door.
Lock number 1.
16 unlocks it. Chukunk,
Lock number 2.
chukunk, unlocks.
Lock number 3.
Chukunk, unlocks.
Okay, not nearly as robust of a locking system.
Yeah.
That's why there were 3 of them.
Alright, I'm gonna re-back up so Amelio can open the door.
I will open the door.
Guys,
Oh.
open the doors, and there is another door with another set of 3 locks on it.
Size returns to front to help unlock.
Katunk, katunk, katunk.
I swear, if there's another door.
Backs up.
Open the door.
3 locks,
This
I'm
one
guessing?
only has 1 lock, and it's a big fucking lock.
Constantine, I might need help removing the door.
I'm being ready for it.
Yes, open the door.
Go on, little buddy.
You guys actually hear that voice before you do that.
Oh.
Oh.
You guys actually hear a voice say, yes, open the door.
In our heads or beyond the door?
Beyond the door.
Who is it?
Someone trapped. Been waiting to get out.
Why should we let you out?
Well, are you not heroes? Here to save the innocent?
Tell us who you are first.
I was never given a name. They call me Subject 3.
Are you another imprisoned dragon with a glyph on your back that'll explode if you leave?
No. No glyph, and I am no dragon.
Well, then what are you?
Ah, I think they were calling me a vampire.
Are you friendly?
Kind of some hesitation there. I do not wish to hurt you. I don't always have control over it, though.
Leans into Juggernaut. Ready the sunburst just in case.
I will hand at this point, I will hand the scroll to Juggernaut.
Actually, it's kind of fitting that they have a sunburst scroll here too.
Yeah.
Juggernaut, I'll come back and I'm like, take good care of this. The goddess Rise granted it to us.
Well, hang on, real quick. I'm gonna use Divine Sense to see if I do in fact sense a vampire, an undead on the
How
other side
far
of
out
this
does
door.
that go?
60 feet.
60 feet? Do you get to know the number?
I think I detect how many, but not where. But let me double check.
But
Close
Juggernaut, you
thing.
can add one scroll of Sunburst to your...
Detect such forces until end of turn. You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, so I know where they are, so I
Okay,
can count
within
them
60 feet, 3 undead.
up. Well, you have some friends in there, it seems.
Empty husks. Unfortunately, no longer able to sustain me.
I can sense their unlife force, I think would be the technical term.
Yes, they have no soul attached to them. They are mere zombies and skeletons.
I see.
That being said, I cannot control what they do. So they may attack, but I assume if you've made it this far, a couple zombies mean nothing.
I mean, there
Well,
weren't
if
any enemies in here, just a lot of traps.
let me, you know what? I'll make you a deal. If they attack us, help us fend them off to prove that you are a friend. How's
I am
that sound?
incapable of harming them.
Why?
Have you heard of the spell called Gesh?
Do you mean Geis?
It's pronounced Gesh.
Is it?
Yes,
Is
it's
it?
Gaelic. It's Gaelic in nature. From what I've seen, it's pronounced Gesh. Yeah.
Don't. I feel like that's incorrect. I'll have to look into that though.
The
I'd
streamer
accept
I
me.
watch calls it Gesh, and he does so much Gaelic shit. He's like, yeah, no, it's
Mhm.
fucking Gesh. So I've been calling it Gesh. It's what I'm gonna keep calling it.
Yep. All right. Well, has Nerd heard of it, and have I?
That would be an Arcana check with a pretty high DC.
I'm willing to make my own.
We're talking about the fifth
Yeah,
level.
oh my god.
We're talking about the 5th level spell, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's a matter of if the characters have heard of it.
Yeah,
which-
no, I
got
know.
a 16. I might actually.
Oh, I'd say with that, yeah. You've heard of it. It is something that wills a creature to do the caster's bidding, and if they don't, they get a real bad Scanners style headache.
Yeah, like you can technically resist the spell, but it's bad. It's real
Yeah,
bad if you do.
It hurts you.
it's
to
a
do
lot
so.
of damage.
I'm like, ah,
Yes,
yes,
it
I
is.
have heard of that one. All right, understandable then. If you cannot, yeah, I'll open the door a crack and you can slip out. Is there anything
I
else in that
Can't
room?
leave.
Oh, you're not allowed to leave.
No.
thought- They have
It's-
multiple. Do they have multiple of that cast on you then?
I believe it's a modified version of it, but it's... if I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the specifics. I wasn't entirely conscious when they were using it on me.
Great. All right. Is there anything beyond that room, or is it just this room left?
It's just this room, and it's a big room. There's also more than 2 other friends.
Great. Are they
Your senses are
regular?
likely limited.
I can only get so far in. Are they regular, or do they seem more advanced forms of undead?
None of them have a will of their own to speak of. They are all empty husks. However, they do have a variety of ways to attack.
I see.
Is there anything
Yep.
of value in that room?
My life, or unlife, in this case.
I mean, what reason do we have
Right.
to aid you, though? If you cannot leave, what benefit do we have of even opening the door?
Guess there is none.
I want to insight this person,
Okay.
which I know will be hard to do without a face and stuff, but...
You can still hear their intonation. It's actually more helpful generally to hear somebody's. You've had them talking for a while is actually
Yeah.
important. to
Yeah.
detect their
You
lies.
get the idea he's not entirely lying. Like, you get the idea that he doesn't want to hurt people. With him under the Gesh spell, which I assume you kind of get the idea it's a pretty powerful spell with Juggernaut and Constantine's reaction to it.
Yeah.
So it is. He doesn't seem entirely hostile.
Okay, I'm gonna say, we will be right back, and then gesture for you two to step back a bit
Why?
so we can talk privately without.
Fine. Steps back. I assume it didn't take us an hour to get down this hallway, so I'm still
It did not.
blind.
Yes, you are still blind. It took you about 15 minutes to slowly go through the hallway.
Yeah, I want to step back and be like, what do you guys think? Should we open the door? Doesn't seem to be any benefit to doing so.
It's not really a downside. Probably good to get rid of the undead in case they find a way out.
I guess so, yeah. I'm just worried about this vampire. I've heard bad stories.
It doesn't sound like they're a normal vampire, considering they're a soul bound to a vessel.
That is indeed the case. I'd still be cautious.
I agree.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I am responding to an artist.
You monster. I suggest, look, I'll activate the fog, we'll roll in, murder all the zombies and skeletons, and then, you know, they'll be gone.
Fair enough. Sounds like a good
We can
plan.
then talk face to face to this person and figure out what we need to do from here on out.
And if they happen to become aggressive, we have a spell of the sun to use.
I also just have my smites, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He's undead, I do more damage.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll open the door.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, before you open the door,
upon you being ready to.
yeah, Constantine will activate his fog bank, and then we'll roll on in.
Yo.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
I will activate one of my defensive fields.
I raise my
Gaining a bunch
fists.
of temp hit points.
Actually, I'm gonna...
I guess I'll pop a greater now if we're about to go fight things, because they said there was more than a couple.
Yep.
I'm gonna activate my arms of the astral self.
Extended range punchies.
Yeah, and they last 10 minutes, so there's no point in not doing so.
Yep. Nice.
I do have... I lied. I do have something to activate. Yay!
That puts me to mostly full. That feels pretty good.
Okay. You guys open the door. And who's ready to see a big fucking room?
You.
I've been looking at it.
Sounds like you're ready then.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh, they're all on the GM layer, aren't they?
Mhm.
Whoopsie doopsies.
The undead coming marching in by two. By two.
Oh!
Kid. And where is it?
Where's the...
I'm.
You
This
just
is-
got that song stuck in my head now. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much.
Where's the vampire?
I assume it's this one that was talking to us.
You all see this thing.
Oh.
Hmm.
My... I don't like that it's a vampiric mind flare.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys enter, someone is missing max HP. Which means he needs to roll a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage. Which is actually really good bonus.
I
That
believe
does
in him.
still fail though. That's a 12 total and he needed a 15. Which means he goes feral immediately. And we're gonna end the session there.
Oh
Next
boy.
session we'll start with combat.
Oh boy.
Does it? Hang on. Does that require him to be able to see us, or is it just like a smell thing?
No, he smells the blood missing.
Okay. We have established I have a lot of blood.
We have established this, yes.
Well,
Who knows? Maybe you can let him drink you dry and you'll be fine.
You're like a fucking action character in an action video game. Spewing blood everywhere, but completely fine.
Muffin, I have
Well,
good
it's
news.
just a flesh wound.
I have 5k in the mini muffins.
Okay.
I can activate sing mode.
You can.
Could have done that back when we were still in the middle of the session.
Should've
didn't
done
have it
that
at
when
that
he was
point.
reading the journal.
I didn't have it at that point.
Reminder that
Sing this
mode,
long ass journal entry.
Reminder that sing mode requires you to say specifically what I'm singing. I've changed it so it's not like a timer thing. It's like you have to send me something to sing.
Copy paste
Which does
the
mean if
journal
you-
entry.
Which means that yes, if you had it during the journal entry, you could have forced me to sing that whole thing.
I did not have it during the journal entry, but
That's why I said if you had it.
next session though, if we get,
It's true.
I'm gonna make you
Sing your
sing
combat.
combat.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor?
Anyway, goodbye, Strems.
Bye bye, Stram. See you next time for When Zombie and Vampire Murder.